What's going on, everybody? Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? And I said it's Libra season, baby. What's up? I said it's Libra season, baby. What's up? I said it's Libra season, baby. I said it's Libra season, baby. And what's going on, family? We in the building with the congregation. Need the collection plates. Hey, throw the collection plates. Drop it down, Miss Johnson. Throw the collection plates. Get down, Miss Johnson. Throw the collection plates. We ain't playing around. Hey. What's going on, family? What's going on, family? All right. All right. We is in the building. All right. We is in the building. Okay. See church members coming in. All right. Good moon day to all my. I see you, sisters. Let's get some goddamn shout outs going in the building. All right. I hope everybody's entering the building in a harmonious vibe. All right. Hope Moon Day was everything you wanted it to be. I did exactly today what I told y'all not to do yesterday. All right. So if everybody hasn't tapped in the chat, didn't get a chance to see the boroscope transits of the week. I told y'all with these double air influences, Sun in Libra, Moon in Aquarius, the conversation could take the toll for the day. All right. I kind of fell into a little bit of that. All right. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not perfect. God uses me in different ways every day. That's why we come together in the congregation and make sure we correct each other, y'all. All right. But I hope if anybody in the chat got a chance to truly embrace that double air influence to start the week, you was able to learn something new. You was able to inform somebody else. All right. You was the gift in somebody else's life in some type of shape or form. Your information could have been some knowledge that was needed to keep a group environment together, to keep a relationship partnership together. All right. So we got to put our thoughts together in order to make sure the harmony in our relationships stays in motion. And we can also point out the things that we don't want in our partnerships around this time. Because if anybody know anything about detaching and ghosting, a goddamn Libra and a goddamn Aquarius know all about that. All right. You need some tricks learning how to ghost, what time to ghost, which best days of the week to ghost, what colors to wear when you ghost. Call they ass. Okay? But nonetheless, y'all go ahead and make sure y'all tap into that boroscope transit of the week. All right. That Sun in Libra is at 2 degrees. So we fully getting into that energy now, y'all. All right. That Sun is getting up out that cusp energy. So Virgo energy ain't lingering as much from the Sun perspective. You know, we have Mercury still up in that mug, right? We still got Mercury still up in that mug. He's going to be making his way into Libra soon. But for the most part, I want to talk about the most important and significant transits taking place during the course of Libra season and get into some influences for all signs. All right. So shout out to all the church congregation members in the building. ER. Shout out to ER. You dropping the offering collection plate before the stream even started. Now, this is what I'm talking about, church. We need this type of dedication if we want to get to certain places. All right, y'all. They've been trying to count us out. That's what I'm talking about, family. Nah, shout out to you, ER. Thank you. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate the collection plate. Domi, what's going on, Domi? Hope all is well on your side of town. All right, super girly girl. You already know what it is, sister. Super girly girl in the building. Deacon from the hip in the building. What's going on, brother Deacon? That's some real Christian shit to say right there. What's going on, brother Deacon? Ain't it Deacon and his name? What's brother Deacon? You just gave him the title Deacon. You ain't gonna attach his name to the mug? What's going on, Deacon, brother? But my Deacon brother from the hip is in the building because he don't play about church services. All right. Amber G in the building. My gang in the building. All right. If you're in the building and ready to get some worship, can I see some plates in the comments, y'all? This church, can I see some collection plates can I see some plates in the comments? That's gonna let me know y'all really here for some real worship. All right, Amber G. What's going on, Amber G? Ebony, I see you, Ebony. Ebony been tapping in. Stop playing. Pretty Lauren in the building. Dage KK. Martian Empress, sister Martian Empress in the building, family. Y'all show up. Y'all know how to show up. All right. Wise Music in the building. My brother Darren Wells in the building. All right. Kong Miles, Libra Sun, Libra Venus, Libra Mars up in the building. Happy birthday. Happy solar return, Kong Miles. All right. Happy solar return, all my Librans in the building. All right. All right. It's time for us to be the example to get, bring some balance into the world a little bit. A lot of chaos in the world. Sometimes you got to talk a little sense into some people's ears, help them see the other perspective. All right. All right. Because it's Libras. It's Libras. We be knowing people. We know people better than we know ourselves. Ain't that something right there? Ain't that something right there? Libra sons in the building, right? We be knowing everybody and their mother better than we know ourselves. So for all my Libra sons, this is why we always got to call our best friend. This is why you got to call Mom Dukes. This is why you got to call your girl. You got to call your partner or something to get that confirmation. Like, yo, should I go ahead and do this? Because you trust your best friend's outlook on things. You know your friend's judgment. You know your partner's judgment. As a Libra, you're a relationship sign. The lens that you have. It ain't no way for you to pay attention to things in the world without looking at it from an outside of yourself perspective. So this is why when you deal with gaining the balance, is making sure that perspective of looking at things from an external realm, from an external lens, doesn't take you too far away from self. This is what first house, this is what Aries comes back into our lives and teaches us. Whether it's a toxic relationship with Aries, a competitive situation with Aries, they start teaching us that shit at times. Like, damn, they may not be all the way balanced, but at least they're depleted in the other way. I'm depleted in the self way. They depleted in the relationship way. They need to learn how to cooperate, connect more. I need to learn how to not look at everything in my personal life through the lens of what's going on in the external, through somebody else's perspective. So it's sometimes hard to get to that point as a Libra. It's hard to get to that point. So all Libra says in the chat, y'all know y'all done had them situations. You got to make a big decision in your life. You got to make a big call on something. You're like, now let me go ahead and call my uncle, man. Let me go ahead and really hear what my best friend got to say about this. Because I trust their ass more than I trust my damn self right now. Tamiro in the building. Anthony Freeman in the building. Venus and Libra in the building. Shout out to the Venus and Libras. Q in the building. All right. Got the throwbacks. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. You got to have some throwbacks in rotation the way music be sounding in 2023. You got to dig hard. I ain't going to say hip-hop. I'm going to start saying hip-hop is trash in general. You just got to dig. You got to find them artists. You got to find them. They out there. Talent always going to be somewhere. I grew up in the church. We don't play about service, my boy. No, we don't. I grew up in that church too. Some of the morals stay with your ass. You study astrology all you want. You better go and greet your neighbor when you in church. You don't, those certain principles don't change. All right. When I be seeing y'all in the comments, you're like, what's up? What's up, y'all? My church, you see how my church conduct themselves? You see them greeting each other? There's a certain level of conduct we have here, all right? All right. All right. There, I see the plates. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. My first time here at a live. Shout out to Gigi, the Empress in the building. Libra Sun in the building. Happy solar return, Gigi. Okay. Watkins Cat House. All right, y'all. We in the building. Shout out to you, Bree London, watching from that 6th house space. All right. Happy solar return, Nadia. So happy solar return to all the Libras in the building, guys. All right. Shout out to Amber G with the collection plate, with the Cash App collection plate. All right. Shout out to the church. Appreciate you, Amber G. Sending you a bunch of love, like always. All right, guys. Let's get right into it. I already know it's double air influences. I done talked 87% of my day away already, so y'all gonna catch that last 13%. All right. All right, family. Now, first of all, like I said, I want to go over transits for Libra season so we can understand some significant energies we got going on. If there's ever an issue with my audio, guys, please let me know. Technology been tripping on my side of town. All right, so I'm gonna make sure I pay attention to the comments and everything. Q asks, is it slow? What exactly is slow? All right, now we are in the 7th house space, guys. All right, so there's a couple of shifts that's going to take place in the course of Libra season. So we already know the dynamic of Libra season in general. I'm going to dive more into that before we get into the influence of the signs. But for the most part, it's a new awareness, right? Sun gets into a new sign, new awareness. You know that awareness is towards air. So there's a lot of interactive energies that we are, is very likely to attract in our life. Where's these interactive energies going to take place, though? That activity is going to take place in the house that you have Libra in. All right, so these shifts taking place are just important to keep in mind around the time. These are things that I'm gonna obviously re-highlight throughout the course of the Libra season, throughout the course of the boroscope transits, throughout the week. Okay, guys, so let's just run down these. Now, first most significant thing kicking off Libra season is when we get to the full moon in a couple of days. All right, full moon in Aries on the 29th. Cardinal signs, buckle up. Cardinal signs, Cancers, Capricorns, cardinal signs in general. All right, if you have any placement, we're gonna get closer to what the we're gonna get closer. Matter of fact, actually just look that up real quick right now. I just wanted to see what degree. Okay. We just know ahead of time. All right, we need to be spiritually prepped, but we're definitely gonna have a stream of influences out on that. Okay. Okay, so the full moon is gonna peak at 6 degrees. So if you have any placements around around 4, any placements around 4, any placements around 3 to about 9 degrees of a cardinal sign. Anybody who has planets around 3 to 9 degrees of a cardinal sign, Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, Libra, will pick up on this full moon energy the most. All right, now we already know there's a lot of activity going on amongst the nodes and the Libra Aries axis in general. We got the nodes going on there. The ruler of Aries is in Libra, so that's a lot of opposite energy right there. Okay, now the sun just came in there, so with a lot of the things that we already got going on in with the sun entering the Libra house, Mars was already bringing a bunch of transformations in our Libra house. There's already a bunch of transformations that took place in the past couple of weeks when it comes to how we look at relationship activity in our life. Mars is going to change that. Mars don't transit Libra and not change how you look at relationship activity in that house, because it's either something that you realize is being suppressed about your individuality in relationship activity, or you're going to realize more things about other people's individual intentions and agendas in that house in some type of shape or form, or with the way Mars is angling planets in your chart transit in Libra. Okay, where's it going? So this ain't nothing but a little blood of Christ, y'all. This ain't nothing. I got a little blood of Christ in my system. I'm talking about Libra season. Libra's intercepted in my 7th house. Did that interception affect things differently? So if Libra's intercepted in your 7th house, that means you got Libra and Scorpio there, or you have Virgo and Libra in your 7th house. So you just want to be conscious about when, well, you already know the sun been in your 7th house. Once again, I don't know which interception you have it, Virgo, Libra, or Libra, Scorpio. But if it's Virgo, Libra, now you know the sun been in my 7th house, but it's going to pick up a different influence now because it's influencing the Libra part of my 7th house. Even if it's Libra, Scorpio, right? Your 7th house starts in Libra, but you also have Scorpio in there. So now the sun is coming into the 7th house in general, right? It's picking up, paying attention to some of the things Mars may have been frustrated about in your 7th house. We got Mars in the 7th house, Ebony. So in some type of shape or form, there was some type of impatience, circumstances with impatience, dealing with having to work with others, being forced to cooperate with others for some reason, or having to being frustrated trying to get somebody else's cooperation in some type of shape or form. So all these type of things, the sun just wants to take more action on things, being more proactive, pouring into things or detaching from it, right? So that's how you want to look at the interception. The sun moving in Libra is now just, you've been having the sun in the 7th house. Paying attention, Virgo in 7th, Scorpio in 8th. Yeah, so the sun been in your 7th house. You've been forced to pay attention to how you got to structure a relationship to stand in third. Now you just got to push out some more communication and relatability within it a bit more. But Mars already been turned up in your 7th house. Like, all right, it's like probably simple things, getting people to cooperate on simple things. Like everybody trying to be hard headed. But Mars is in Libra in general, family. So we've all been dealing with, pulling tug wars with people when it comes to our ideologies about things, especially with our intimate partners, right? It's been a little hard to see eye to eye with them these past couple of weeks. No matter how harmonious the connection is, it's just that when you have this type of opposite energy, Mars, the ruler of Aries, in Libra, it makes both of these energies extreme. So it makes Aries be extreme relationship activity, extreme and more sensitive relationship activity. And it makes Libra at times be extreme with how they go about their relationship ideals. Sometimes a lot of Libra placements don't even realize right now how they're forcing things in their relationship, or they're being stubborn, or they're acting childish if they're not getting their way in relationships. But I'm sorry, it's Libra season, so I can't keep dragging us like that. I'm finna pop up my shit for us, y'all. Where y'all at? I'm finna hold it down for us. I'm talking my shit all motherfucking 30 days. All right. But full moon in Aries on the 29th, family. So you're gonna definitely have a more of a prep talk on that. Remember, if you have planets anywhere from 3 to 9 degrees in a cardinal sign in Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, or Libra, you are picking up this energy the most. Whatever planet that is that you have there, it's gonna be picked up with a strong friction of a fully illuminated moon. So anything that you have an insecurity about, you feel and think deeply about, you haven't grown out of, a circumstance you haven't grown out of dealing with that placement, is going to be a time to have to navigate that a bit more and understand why you got to fill it out, in order to, run into things that's in your path. All right. But we got to get through that right there. Ooh, super girly girl. You got that North Node in Aries. So you may deal with a lot of deja vu energy. You may have a lot of, you got the sun, you about to have all this activity on your South Node. So you've been dealing with a lot of energies, especially with Mars transit in there, the nodes in there. You dealing with a whole bunch of shit where it's like things that you are comfortable experienced with in a past, dealing with relationships. It may be things you used to do with other people that you could get back into doing, the things that you done kind of grew out of. Some of these circumstances are coming back into your life. You might have grown out of them. You grew out of these social spaces. You grew out of these partnerships, but you were still connected to them. There's never no bad blood. But you realize why you had to grow out of these spaces. So the South Node, you having a South Node in Libra with these type of transits, you can anticipate, these people coming back into play, and almost like you being challenged to see, have you outgrown the past partnerships, relationships that you are attached to, that you are connected to? Are you in a space where you're able to understand where you came from a relationship perspective, social influence perspective, to understand how it's supposed to help you build what you got going on in your first house with your self identity right now? All right. So, you want to just be wise in navigating that. So full moon in Aries, family, we got that going on. Then on the 4th, Mercury in Libra, that quick stellium in motherfucking in Libra. Sun, Mars, Mercury in Libra. All right, guys. So it's been a long time coming with Mercury in Virgo going retrograde. A lot of realizations, a lot of things that we had to revise and we had to re-entertain, right? When it comes into building, structuring, a lot of things dealing with our career path, a lot of new attention to detail with things dealing with how we format and routine and schedule our lives in general. All right. Mercury was harmonizing with Jupiter, Uranus. A lot of y'all develop new perspectives on how y'all could do certain things to gain more power or help establish your individuality in certain areas of life, whether it's in the creative aspect, in the career aspect, the relationship aspect. All of these things right here was Mercury was gathering a whole bunch of extreme, very precise detail being in Virgo. Mercury don't play about detail in general. So when it's in Virgo, it don't play about that. So anything you had to see about how you can put things in place to gain more stability, we just came out that phase the past Mercury out of shadow phase now. So that was like the past 2 months, the past month and a half. All that revision energy we was dealing with amongst Earth energies. All right. So I hope that we understand all these realizations we made around this time. These things got to get implemented at some time around this season. We got to see some type of momentum. We got to see some type of increments of these energies start to play a factor in Libra season. It's cardinal air season. You got some planets just went direct. We about to have some more planets go direct out this mother flipper. Do y'all hear me, church? Can I get an ashe? All right. We were sitting back replaying a couple of things recently. I was telling y'all, like, we got to relax, reflect. We got to see what's going on. All right. Let things fall into place. Okay. But for the most part, a lot of understanding has been developed with things dealing with our reality. The things that we understand we're willing to make sacrifices to pour time into. And what people are really there for us. All right. What people are really there for us, and what capacity that we're able to be there for others. Okay. You may want to be there for somebody, but may not have the capacity to be there for them. Ooh, wait, hold on. Hold on, because now I think God is starting to really, I think the spirit's starting to get here now. You know, it take a little bit to warm up. When I start saying shit like that, I know, okay, you hear God. You're using me now, right? All right. You was letting me do me for a little bit, but now I know you really in me. Okay? So seriously, there may have been a lot of situations these past couple months. You know, we talk about all these relationship transformations that have been taking place the past couple of months in retrograde season. We've seen all these celebrity breakups. We've been covering them here. But at the same time, it's been righteous breakups. It's been people like, yo, I love you to death. You know that. I motherfucking love you. All right. And I know we can't do this shit right now. Okay. I know we can't. I know this ain't the time. But the way I feel for your ass, I'm willing to trust the universe to know that we could bring this shit back around one day. A lot of motherfuckers went through that mother flipper right there. That's that righteous spiritual breakup. Like, you know, y'all divinely connected, but you know your earthly ways, you know, added a little couple of extra blemishes on something. So now you know, like, oh man, I done tainted the love a little bit. Damn. But it's okay. I know this shit real. All right. I'm gonna go talk to the lady. Okay. I want you to go ahead and do your thing. Like, go date. ladies, when your nigga say shit like that, when y'all in that situation, y'all trying to see if y'all can still work shit out or something, nigga hit you with that, you know what? Go ahead. You need to go date. That's what you need to do. Ladies, don't fucking listen to us. We all fucked up. We don't even know what the fuck we thinking and feeling when we start saying shit like that. Once you get into something with your man, ladies, and we start saying shit like that, that's our way of trying to show God, is this what I'm supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to act like I want her to go, and then you gonna make sure she come back? You ladies, we don't deal with the emotions the right way. We're rational beings. So once the emotion bug really overwhelms the male vessel, we be fucked up. I forgot what comedian said, you ever seen a nigga with a heart broke? Nigga just be walking in the streets, cars could hit the nigga, just ain't nothing to live for. I ain't saying it's right to break a woman's heart. I'm just saying the way y'all act sometimes in comparison to us, yeah, y'all might go crazy. You might be the crazy type. You know, you throwing shit, you slicing tires, sneakers, you doing whatever. You may be the one that just is crying but asking the serious question, like, why are you fucking this up? Like, this is so genuine what we have. I ain't never had no shit like this. And I be tripping sometimes thinking this shit too perfect, and you just proved it to me. This shit ain't perfect. Like, so some of y'all start talking like that. But it don't fucking matter. When our shit hurt, niggas be on suicide watch. Y'all ass could just cry that shit out to your girlfriends, and y'all subconsciously charge each other back up. It's okay, girl. You know what? You strong as hell. That nigga Boro got a lot of growing up to do. All right. He got a lot of potential. He's a smart young man, but he got some growing up to do. And I don't think you're the one that he need to be growing up with. All right. That's how y'all be talking to each other. I know. I be knowing y'all. All right. Y'all could just get charged up and move on at times. Get a better looking nigga. Nigga hair longer. Nigga know more astrology than me and shit. Where the fuck you find a wiser astrologer at? Like, I know I ain't the best, but this nigga my age look just like me and know more than me. What the fuck going on? You cloned my ass one of these days when I was asleep. Get this extra handsome nigga the fuck out my face. Gotta replace me with a worse nigga. Not with me, but better. This is who I'm trying to be. How the fuck you replace me with the nigga I'm trying to be? I'm trying to be this nigga. You just rubbing it in now. All right, we a little different, ladies. We rebound differently than y'all. It's different. Heartbeat broke. This sound crazy. If you ever been intimate with a nigga with his heart broke, niggas be having their heart broke, think they could get some rebound ass and it's gonna make up for something. We be depressed as hell and there be no life. Ain't this a bitch? It be no life in that experience. You think about all type of depressive, emotional shit with your old shorty. You trying to get some rebound ass. Your vessel can't. Your vessel is numb to her vessel right now. Ain't nothing going on. We be watching Love and Hip Hop right now. I don't know what I'm doing with this bitch. We be watching Curl Days Tuesday now. We be watching Love and Hip Hop right now, and it's the reunion this week. On the other hand, your ex, she having a time of life. This nigga throwing your ex in the air, making her wear costumes. She living her life. So I don't want to hear nothing about heartbreak with the female and the male vessel. I don't want to hear nothing about that shit. Ladies, be sensitive to us. Y'all be wanting us to be sensitive to y'all. We not built like that. Sometimes y'all can take some of that shit. Fellas, treat your ladies right. Don't take any of this shit I'm saying as just walk. You know what? You right, boy. My lady can't handle that shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna get me some side ass tonight. It's Libra season 2, right? Shit. You said it's double air this week, right? They should be outside this week. Tell y'all. Bro be telling a little bit too much. I know I do. I can't help it. I know what influences we under today. I knew it was going to come out. All right. I just hope that Jesus covers me in the blood of Christ and hopes I make it through like a needle through a haystack when I get up to them pearly gates. That's all I hope for. All right. I hope my sins is accounted for. That's all I can do. Okay. But I'm going to keep it real. All right. So, ladies, take care of our heart chakras, please. Damn. This shit's so backwards. They be teaching us y'all the emotional ones, and we gotta be sensitive to y'all emotions, and our shit's more fragile than y'all shit. You know, I used to think I had mommy issues. I used to want girls to baby me and shit. I'm gonna go back to that shit. Fuck that. Nigga, tired of being hard. I wanna live my soft man era. I barely could say that shit just now. I barely was able to fucking formulate my fucking lips and my fucking tongue and tonsils to just say what the fuck I just said. As a matter of fact, y'all didn't hear me say that stupid shit. I'm a soft man, everybody. Yeah, soft man. We strong, but we want to be soft, so be taken care of. Back to the energies for the rest of Libra season. Full moon in Aries in the 29th. Mercury enters Virgo in Libra in the 4th. So all these new realizations transfer right into more of a critical eye towards relationship activity. So we got Mars in there, we passionate and a bunch of intense shit going on in relationship activity. People forcing their individuality on it, and then people not going for getting. That's my favorite part about Mars and Libra. That is my favorite part about it. That's my favorite thing about the placement. They not going when you trying to like power and control their ass in relationships and environment. They not going. I told y'all I be dragging Aries because I also admit how much I admire their ass at times. This shit don't make no sense how I can't stand motherfucking Aries, but if I could get a redo and I could be like God be like, yo, what sign you want to be next lifetime? Even though that's how it really is, but in a more spiritual way. I'll fuck with that Aries sun. I ain't gonna lie, that Aries sun, that should be looking nice from the out. Like, sometimes it be looking fun. It be looking like, damn, like, this nigga don't, like, care about shit. I thought I didn't care about shit. This is a new level. This is a new level right here. I could manifest a lot in life if I didn't care as much as this person didn't care. This is why I be dealing with so much extra bullshit. I'm caring about too much shit. I'm connected to too much. I hate this Libra shit sometimes. This Aries motherfucker is that don't have half the spiritual baggage I have because they not even paying attention to shit that's around. They not even the shit I'm seeing. They not even seeing none of that. They here. I'm here. All right, Libras, you better pick up some game from Aries. Sometimes you gotta stop hating on your opposite sign. You gotta pick up some game from your opposite sign. Okay, shout out to my Aries in the building. Y'all ass know how to stay concentrated. Okay, so Venus, Mercury enters Libra. Then on the 8th family, on the 8th, Venus enters Virgo. All right, guys. Now, you know, we're in Libra season. What's the ruler of Libra? Venus. Where's Venus at right now? Leo. But you know, with Venus being in Leo while we transition Libra season, once again, it pushes everything with relationship energy into more of an expressive state. Anything transiting Leo, y'all always hear me say it gets magnet. You can see it. It's so big, you can't miss it. It's transiting Leo. It's transiting a 5th house. It's too bright. All constellations see this shit. Sometimes shit be transiting the 8th house. We be like, oh shit, damn, that planet there, I didn't even know. That shit snuck up on the brother. Planets be going in the 8th house. That shit turned into what's that shit? Something 58 or what's that place they say shit be disappearing and shit? That's what the fuck the 8th house is. All right. Your friends start dating a Scorpio. Make sure you keep the motherfucking location services. Keep that shit connected. Make sure they text your ass, I got home. FaceTime. Because Scorpio may be the one using their phone. You ain't never going to see that motherfucker again. And the fucked up part about it is when you actually see your friends, we done thought you died. We thought motherfucker kidnapped you. We thinking the worst. We see your ass 20 years later. You happy as hell with this Scorpio. This Scorpio done took you away from everybody in life, but you done found the Scorpio done manipulated you. Is this Get Out? Bitch, do you remember me? This Scorpio done wiped your whole memory. How a Scorpio committed crime, kidnap you, and you fall in love with their ass. That's some 8th house Scorpio shit for your ass right there. You run into some darkness that you fell in love with. You ain't never see this type of beauty in darkness before. Scorpios be the type to say shit like that. So much beauty in darkness. I'm telling you. You better know your part. I'm going out with this Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon. All right, where y'all going? Where's the address of that restaurant? You need to have the whole trail. Just in case their ass don't come back. Their ass just fly into that 8th house abyss. Okay? Now, Venus enters Virgo. So we start off Libra season being very, very expressive about things in all forms of partnerships. Okay? anything dealing with our values right now. Everybody, ain't nobody hiding none of this shit right now. Motherfuckers get into relationships from the gate. Like, all right, look, I'm into astrology. I don't really know too much about that marriage shit yet. All right, I'm trying to get this money, so maybe, have a child by 34, 35. All right, how young is you? So niggas is laying the values out. Niggas, that shit is in the lights. Ain't nothing. Even if you was trying to hide shit with Venus being retrograde and Leo, motherfuckers be coming into the relationship trying to be somebody else. Motherfucker, come as you are. You don't watch my church sessions, my church services, and see how me and my congregation move. We come as we are. All right? People that's not coming as they are in relationships, that you ain't even getting to the honeymoon phase. You ain't getting past shit with Venus transit in Leo. We see who you trying to impersonate. Nice outfit, but for some reason I know your house don't reflect the outfit. Sounds good, but let me see habits. Ooh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. We could tell a motherfucker what she said to me. Yeah, she talking about bro. I'm about to get right with you. Motherfuck what she said. I stick around to see some habits out this mug. That's what I want to see. You cute, but what's your habits like? No bullshit. Okay? You got expensive habits. We even got to go into that. But then when Venus get her ass into Virgo, now everything dealing with love matters. Oh, we got to see the detail of everything. We become super, super technical, and we feel the strong influence throughout the course of Libra season to make sure everything dealing with relationship activity is super formatted. So we can start pressing the issue a little bit at times when it comes to information we're trying to seek out of our partners on all levels, when Venus gets into Virgo around this time. Okay, my mutable signs, I'm gonna need y'all to hold it down when Venus gets into Virgo, because y'all are gonna be pressed. Like, this ain't Venus gets into Virgo and situationship energy. That's everybody's fellas. Y'all know how it is sometimes. Look, y'all know me. I didn't say I used to be on my toxic shit, and every once in a while I jump into it. It's hard. I'm Scorpio stallion. It's hard, but listen, I'm just a real nigga with this shit. It's like, look, fellas, y'all know how it be sometimes. This is situation vibes right here. Situationship vibes. Y'all know how it is sometimes, fellas. You in a situationship, you just feel it coming. Like, I know by the end of this week, she gonna ask me, what we do. Church, listen, this is before I was saved. Okay? When we opened this church a couple years ago, I got baptized in front of all of y'all. So it's nothing for me to use these experiences as testimonies. All right? I say. But dead ass. Sometimes you feel that shit. You like, you know what? Now she ain't going. She giving me everything right now. We in a relationship already. You know, you feel that shit. We can't. I can say I'm not your boyfriend. This, that, as much as I want. I could bring up the fact that when I met you, I told you I ain't want nothing serious. This, that, and third. If you more wiser as a man when it comes to relationship activity, you know that shit don't work. That shit don't even mean shit when you say that. You can't expect yourself to intimately connect with a woman and for her to just keep her emotions and just keep it down. Just don't let them go up. Everything feel good when we link up and we spend time with each other, right? We having conversation about shit. The sex is this, that, and the third, but don't motherfucking fall in love. Stop. Don't do it. Come on, fellas. Come on now. You want a woman to go crazy. You want chaos. All right, what Bob Marley say? Don't wake up to love if you ain't there to nurture it out this mother. I know that ain't what he said, but you get the point. All right? So we be knowing spiritually, intuitively, you pick that shit up like, no, she ain't going for this long. She gonna pull it on me. This my last month. I'm gonna have to make a decision. All right? Okay, and ladies, don't let a nigga play with you because we be knowing already. We be knowing what decision that is. We don't have to do all that for that long. We be knowing. All right. So Venus gonna get into Virgo. All that shit a little dead right now. Love lights could be real explosive. They could continue to be real explosive and shit while they in Venus. It could be a lot of fifth house fun activity going on with love matters in Venus. That shit moving to Virgo during Libra season, the season that deals with correction of relationships in order to correct your forms of stability. And then Venus gets into Virgo, so yeah, it ain't all sweet and peachy with relationship activity around that time. It's still some increments of that shit right now, Venus and Leo. Hey fellas, ain't she still going on them dates? She doing everything right now. She's still coming over. Y'all ain't going on a date yet. Y'all Netflix and chilling. You getting all the perks. You getting all the relationship perks right now. You get all of them. Motherfucking Venus and Virgo get here. Flag on the plate. What are we doing? All right. She gonna hit you with that. I done showed you what Candyland is like. I done walked you in here. You done got a nice tour and everything. What's up? What's the format of this? What's gonna be the continuing routine of this mother flipper? I need some detail. All right. I need some reassurance or some assurance, because you ain't really reassured nothing. You ain't assured nothing in the first mug. Okay. So Venus and Virgo will trip you up, sometimes dealing with their ass thinking they down for that thrill and fun, this, that, and the third. But man, listen, they need format with love. The more format, the more they're gonna lose themselves in the love in a positive way. Freely. Right? Free of the vulnerability of feeling like they have to be on top of everything and build and schedule everything around love and take the initiative and the responsibility to make sure the love is stabilized all the time. No, when Venus and Virgos in general run into partners that create an environment, to let them know I'm with you. I want foundation too. I don't like unstable ass connections and situationships. I like direction. I like to know what we're doing, where you at in life. I want you to know where I'm at in life and see where we could build into a mutual place. Like I need that. Like Virgos run into that. They gonna want some that day. Once you talk to them like that, they gonna try to hold on to that Virgin Mary shit as long as they want. You talk to their ass like that, you trying to come over. You just want to come over. We talk about the rest of this at my place. I just finished cleaning this. I want to enjoy my house. You know how much rent costs. The earth signs gonna throw something about their bills. All right. So Venus and Virgo getting there. That we're gonna need that. We're gonna need some of that. Get the best. Get it out now, fellas. Get your last Johns in. If you ain't gonna go there with her, you got a couple of weeks. Get your last Netflix and chill sessions. Everything that's free now is building bad habits. I hope you know that too, fellas. Don't think this is not good. Don't think everything in life be free like that. Okay? Sorry if I triggered any ladies out there. Sorry, ladies. We all have faults. We are imperfect. Y'all asses is imperfect. Our black asses is imperfect. Our male asses is imperfect. All right? Just need some mutual drag in the church from time to time. Okay? But that's the truth for the church ass right there. Okay? Situationships, all that shit dead. Venus getting to Virgos. And the first people gonna hear that shit is gonna be the Pisces, Sagittarius, and Geminis. Those sound like some situation ass ship signs, right? Keep it erect, chat. Am I tripping? Mutable signs, yes. All that shit sounded situational ship. When y'all say y'all shits together like that, mutable signs, I don't know. Shit don't be sounding that stable when we just say all of y'all shits together back to back to back like that. Sag, Pisces, Gemini. When you just leave Virgo out, the Earth one, you just leave the Earth mutable out, the stable, it sounds crazy. Gemini, Pisces, and Sag. Y'all like to bask in a situationship like none other. Why? Because it's an experience. Pisces, you could tell a Pisces, see, some of y'all may be like, okay, Sagittarius, okay, Gemini. You could tell a Pisces, you don't want no commitment. You could tell a Pisces this is the reality of what it is. But if you leave a pocket for the Pisces to continue experiencing the feel of what you're giving him, that shit don't mean shit. It don't mean shit what you told the Pisces you don't care about commitment. That's the last sign you think telling them in the beginning, I don't want commitment, but let's do everything and be intimate. That's the last fucking sign that should go in one ear and out the fucking other, because they deal with potential energy. So a lot of the times, if they're so stuck towards that potential, what you said might go in one ear out the other, or in one ear and out the other, or the way they just may digest that shit is gonna be in a way like, all right, whatever. I guess this is what it is. But if this person leaves the portal of us, leaves a pocket for us to continue experiencing and connecting, it could eventually turn into something. There's no way all these experiences can accumulate energy into something. This is how they feel spiritually. This is the last fucking sign to tell that shit to. Okay? So, Pisces, Sag, Gemini back to back. Relationships are just experiences. Y'all like using that experience shit a whole lot. I'm starting to realize that shit. Y'all know when to pull that one out. Sagittarius, strong Jupiter placements. No, everything's okay, you know. It's just an experience. Motherfucker, you just shot somebody. That ain't a common experience. You are on the wanted list right now. Ain't nothing so. Why your Jupiter as Sagittarius Pisces? Why you always trying to make everything so light? This is a heavy situation. We have to deal with reality. We not get out the clouds. If you really know a Sagittarius or Pisces, they could be delusional like this at times. Because these signs, Jupiter don't like dealing with heavy energy. So sometimes they feel like if I jump into a delusional energy or into a super high optimistic outlook of the perception, I ain't really dealing with it in reality, low-key. Nah, I know where you're trying to go with it on the spiritual tip. I get it. I get where you go with Sagittarius Pisces. All right, but I got some cap placements, and reality is, motherfucker, you on the wanted list. So unless you got some nice little voodoo trick or something to wiggle your way out of reality, you got to deal with reality, no matter how positive you're thinking about the shit. And this comes from with Sun in the 9th, Sun conjunct Jupiter. So this part of what I got to learn about myself. No, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about the fact you ain't missed a meal today. No, you broke. Or whatever the fuck it is. There's been a lot of times in my life, reality wasn't where I needed to be. And that Sun and Jupiter conjunction came in handy. Because that faith, that outlook, that's all I had. That's all a nigga had. All right. That's all a nigga had. All I had was motherfucking faith. Okay, so that shit came in handy at times. But other than that, it's time shit done been real fucked up, and that shit was like, all right, it ain't that much positive thinking out this motherfucker. How the fuck we gonna get out this situation realistically? This is what Virgo can't stand about Sagittarius. This is what Virgo that square just came in my head. This is what Virgo cannot stand about Sagittarius. They cannot stand that right there. They can't stand that, you know. I know a lot of y'all may not be into sports, but not too long ago, LeBron James was playing with this other superstar player named Russell Westbrook, and it was supposed to be this whole big thing. And the dude Russell Westbrook, like, you know, it just wasn't a good combination, and they was just having a terrible season. And this is one of the franchises that's always being looked at and high expectations. They're always in the news. They're always being talked about, and they're just having a terrible season. And I remember there was a clip of this player, Russell Westbrook. Yo, wait, time out. Westbrook is a Sagittarius. Hold on. Don't tell me the nigga I'm talking about is a Sag. He is Sag or Scorpio. So you listen, man. Sometimes God, the way God just works, y'all. Okay, he a Sag moon. He a Sag moon. Now listen to this shit. Y'all having a shitty ass season. Season is shitty. The nigga Westbrook himself, Scorpio Sun, Sagittarius moon. This nigga like they bashing him the most though. He the newest player on it. They bashing him the most. So the whole Lakers team having a shitty ass year. His Scorpio Sun Sagittarius moon is catching the most heat. Everybody saying he trash. They need to get him off the team. They got a clip of this nigga in the locker room talking about like, yo, it don't matter if we win or lose, nigga. Niggas need to have fun. Let's just remember to have fun. Yeah, yo, these is niggas playing for their families. These niggas trying to feed their families. It's like, nigga, we getting crucified in the media every day. Fuck you mean have fun, nigga? This shit look like fun to you? Nigga, it's a Sagittarius moon. They're gonna find a way to connect to the positivity. Now, that's different from the Sag Sun. The Sag Sun could see it. The Sag moon feels it. The Sag moon feels that motherfucker. It don't matter how dark life could get. Sag moon could create that inner world of positivity inside. Ain't no doubt about it. So listen, mutable signs, be careful. Mutable signs, be careful when Venus get into Virgo. We all gotta motherfucking be careful because we in Libra season, but the ruler's in detriment. So some of us gonna be too pressed about things in relationships, fucking it up. Gonna meet somebody new, we being too pressed about shit, we fucking it up. You start losing the feel. You start forgetting how to flow, meeting somebody. You all pressed, you trying to learn this, tell them that you about this and that. Like, wait, slow your ass down. Take a motherfucking bite of the burger first. Damn. Is this a date or an interview? Venus in Virgo. Okay. You gotta be careful. This is Venus and Virgo on the really bad end. It's not saying all Virgo placements and Venus and Virgo, they're just super present. This is them being super jacked up. Sometimes they could push this energy. Virgos and Venus and Virgo placements could push that energy out, being highly excited about the relationship. So it's hard for them to hide that, but it'll play out through curiosity. You have a Venus in Gemini, super curious about you. You know, I mean, obviously, if anybody's coming off super curious about you, it's a little heads up, like, all right, what's up? What's to you? But other than that, you know, Virgos, they get real giddy in that way about love and potential, who they like, and it could come out in an extreme way with how they trying to map things out. Like, okay, they're blood type A, and then okay, I'm blood type. Okay, I want to have kids at this time. They want to have kids at that time. Okay, we're gonna graduate at this time. It's gonna be perfect. And all right. So that's what I know. I couldn't help it. I tried. I tried the whole stop the cussing thing. I try, y'all. So once I get into live streams when I already fucked up, I just keep it going. All right. I figured God is just gonna let me to continue to sin because He know I'm imperfect. And I think I in my head I'm gonna just start from the top next stream. That's how I look at shit, y'all. You know, just Capricorn move, just tear it all the fuck down and start all over. All right. I'm not a Virgo. I'm not trying to fix the shit in the middle of the stream. Fuck it. All right. Motherfuck it, actually. Okay. Let's stay focused, y'all. Dr. Uma voice. Let's stay focused. So Venus enters Virgo on the 8th. Then on the 10th. All right, hold on. On the 10th, Pluto goes direct. So like I said, shit getting back in motion, y'all. Pluto goes direct. All right. You know, Pluto been hovering over that Capricorn cusp for like a million years now. So any form of transformation that took place, you know, around that area of your chart where you got the end of Capricorn at, think about what's been going on. Trying to remember when Pluto went retro. Come on, just stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. The blood of Christ. Don't let the blood of Christ hold you back. Let the blood of Christ hold you back from taking extra action, Boro. All right. Just want to make sure. Get my numbers right. All right. Yeah. So Pluto went retrograde May 1st. So if you go all the way back to May 1st and look at the things that may have transformed and transpired in your end stages of your Capricorn house, all right, you may got intercepted chart. Your beginning of the Capricorn is in 8th house, but where Pluto's transiting is in your ninth. So you just want to understand these things. Even though you can look at things from a whole sign's perspective, because that does leave a general influence. But we like to get to the exact degree of things. So you want to pay attention to that. But Pluto goes direct, and we know when planets go direct, it's more clarity, but it's also opportunity for application. All right, guys. So anything dealing with deep desires. Pluto deals with deep desires, things dealing with attachments, and Pluto wants to break attachments. It wants to evolve us through things, so we continue to, deal with long-term passions and goals and intentions. So that's why it deals with a lot of shadow work energy, because it's helping you evolve in the path onto getting to these things and transforming in general. All right. A lot of y'all guys may have been dealing with power and control influences in that area, all right? And then now Pluto's going direct. There's a new clarity of how to navigate that power and control situation there. So y'all want to keep that in mind. Now on the 12th, you might have to throw some purple devil emojis in the chat, all right? Because on the 12th, that boy Mars enters Scorpio, all right? So Mars enters Scorpio on the 12th, okay? Mars is home in Scorpio, okay? Ushering us into that Halloween season. I don't really know too much about the essence of that Halloween shit, so I'm not even about to get that shit some energy. I know there's always some fucked up shit dealing with holidays. I was thinking about that shit not too long. Not to go off topic, I was just thinking about the American school system. I'm like, it really is fucked up that American school system start at American history with history like a motherfucker. That's really fucked up. That's really fucked up. America don't want us to be fucking together. Yo asses, y'all niggas could have do a system for the Asians to go learn about some of their shit over there. The melanated folk, let's go over there and learn about some Mansa Musa. Let's learn about some motherfucking Anunnaki in this motherfucker. Let's learn about some motherfucking how we built pyramids from the top to the bottom in this motherfucker. Fuck George Washington and all these niggas. These niggas doing a bunch of bullshit. Y'all not even telling us the real shit. Ain't that a motherfucker? The audacity to teach us shit. This shit ain't even, y'all not even giving us the real truth. I would appreciate it. At least give me some of my truth. You could have faked that shit too. You could have told us half of the truth about my own shit. Eventually I was gonna have to figure it out. But y'all leave a nigga to figure out the whole fucking shit by myself. I thought the projects was all I came from. I thought that was it. My people came from riches. Shit don't mean shit now. I'm 50 years old. I don't give a fuck now. But if I knew this when I was younger, maybe it would have fucking impacted how I look at myself. All right? Motherfuck the American school systems out this motherfucker. Okay, so back to Mars and Scorpio. Y'all already know what type time that's on. All right, anything dealing with your subconscious, if it's an attachment, it's a burden. Oh, we have extreme ways of getting rid of that motherfucker. When it comes into any form of attachment that's uncomfortable in your life, this toxic motherfucker you dealing with, all right, whatever the fuck it is, we could shake that off with Mars and Scorpio. All right. Now the thing about it, you get more Mars and Scorpio empowers you. It can empower you to shake off the attachment. But in a very fucked up way, Mars and Scorpio can also influence you to get competitive with that motherfucker. That's what we got to be careful about Mars and Scorpio. All right, a nigga finna be lit. Sun returns, Mars returns, collection plates. All right, church is lit. All Libra season out this mug. Shout out to all my Mars and Scorpios in the building. Shout out to all my Venus and Virgos in the building. All right, we got some returns going on. So when we get into that energy, we got to be careful of any type of competitive energy. There's some things that you're going to feel heavy about. You may get in touch. Mars may help you to get in touch with something in your 8th house, in your subconscious, and it may make you feel away, and it may make you want to be proactive about it. But Mars is a behind the scenes energy. So there's going to be a lot of healing. It may be a lot of decisions that and things, not even decisions we have to make, but certain transformations in our life we're going to have to initiate in some type of shape or form. And these are things that don't have to be broadcasted, all right? You don't have to let your ex know this, that, and third. You don't got to let your family know motherfucking thing. What the fuck is going on? Go through your transformations and heal by your motherfuckers up in the dark, all right? I ain't saying at times you need help. I ain't saying sometimes you need a little counsel. I ain't saying sometimes you need to holler at Boros, see what's going on with your transits and all. I ain't saying that. But the 8th house is teaching us to understand how to see the darkness in ourselves. But the thing is, when Mars get in there, Mars is proactive about this. Mars in Scorpio is proactive about getting to the core of what's inside of us, right? When it comes to our passions and our motives, but when it comes into our deep desires. So you have to be careful not being extreme dealing with our desires, and utilize this period to transmute them as much as possible. We're going to get in touch with them a little bit more. We got Mars in Scorpio and the Sun in Libra. That's motherfucking me. All right. So I tell y'all right now, we're going to deal with some motherfucking desires and a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. All right. But seriously, there may be a lot of things that we start to navigate and filter around this time, and it might trigger us because our current relationship may be an example of that shit. All right. Something dealing with attachments in our life, dealing with some type of insecurity. Mars gets in touch with it. Mars wants to conquer the insecurity. But then once Mars realizes what's the first situation or environments in my life I could conquer these things, oh, damn, my current relationship. Damn. All right. So it's going to get spooky around that time, but it could be a whole lot of transmuting going on in the name of Jesus. Okay. So we got that going on. Fixed signs. Y'all got to be easy around this time. Leos, Tauruses, Aquariuses. You know, people can be forceful trying to get you to change around this time. All right. Could be new power control dynamics manifest around y'all in y'all spaces around this time. It could be a lot of situations being triggered with Scorpio energy, things triggering your subconscious, putting you in states where you have to embrace a transformation or initiate a change with something. All right. As long as you know it's for the better good of your subconscious and moving you into a more emotionally, mentally stable space, these are going to be some potentially little ugly changes and transformations to navigate through. But it's Mars and Scorpio, so shit. Everybody got to get with the transforming. Everybody got to get with the transforming. Because if you don't get with the transforming, all you're going to do is sink into things that you don't feel positive about yourself. That's what Mars do. Mars is a warrior when they jump into Scorpio. What's down in there? What insecurities is in there? What's heavy in that subconscious? What attachments is in there is in the way from dealing all these passions and goals I need to deal with in the first place. So Mars gets in there and wants to take care of that, and is wants to take care of his passions and goals, and is doing it all behind the scenes. It don't need to be broadcasted. This is a relationship you're developing with self. All right, Mars about self. So that's what we got going on with that. Then on the 14th, guys, new moon solar eclipse in Libra. All right, solar eclipse energy. All right, solar eclipse energy is strong because it puts an extreme influence on you having to see yourself outside of who you think you see. That potential who you see to stand in third, nah, that ain't. That is just a projection. That's the shit that the sun be making you see when it bounces off the moon. All right, so we get an intense deep dive on the subconscious, but that is needed to help, you know, I want to use the word invigorate. I don't even know what the fuck that shit means. That should sound mad fire. What the fuck does invigorate mean? I'm an air sign, I'm sorry. Invigorate. It sounds like to like lifen something up. The meaning of invigorate is to give life in it. It's air sign shit right, y'all. This is air sign shit that y'all just saw. A nigga know how to put. I know there was a context clue in my subconscious that hit that motherfucker. That motherfucker got a mean to give it life. It sounds like that motherfucker. All right. So it could be a lot of invigoration going on in this mug. Okay, with the solar eclipse in Libra cardinal signs. All right, we know the new moons is about ushering new energies, right? It's just that when it's the solar eclipse, there's going to be extreme energies on filtering what's a blockage before we get into this new opportunity. So days before that energy, a little bit a week before that energy, you feel me? We could start having extreme reflections of what is not supposed to come into this next cycle. And it may manifest situations where it's hard for you to be seen in your relationships, in your environments. Or you don't feel like you being seen. Only thing you have to talk to and connect to around that time is your goddamn emotions. Okay? So that's what we got going on with that. You know, we're going to get into the influences when that time comes around. On the 17th, Juno enters Virgo. On the 17th, Juno enters Virgo. Now, the asteroid Juno, I know a lot of y'all been commenting, asking to do more on about asteroids, this, that, and third. You know, it's just certain series that we wanted to get emotion, and y'all know life be going on over there. I wish I ain't gonna say I wish that consistency that I be always trying to hold on to. I'm gonna learn to sustain that motherfucker. Just this motherfucker sun moon It's fucking Libra Sun, Capricorn Moon Square. This shit a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I be a lot going on with other people and shit, finding balance with other people and shit when it comes to shit I want to build. All right, y'all. But when it comes into the asteroid Juno, Juno has everything to do with something that we're divinely in a long term. We're in a long term commitment with. Everything about Juno deals with longevity. Everything about Juno deals with something you're continuously in unison with. Look at your chart right now. Look at the sign Juno is in. Fuck your luminaries. My bad. I don't mean to disrespect y'all suns and moons like that, but disregard your sun and moon. Disregard your sun. Disregard your planets. Just look at Juno. And asteroids is powerful as hell. That's the thing. Asteroids are so powerful. There's a reason why we highlight them. There's so many different other asteroids and stars and whatnot. There's a reason those is highlighted. All right. Those are powerful, most powerful asteroids that in this Earth realm. So when we talk about Juno, them asteroids, Ceres, Juno, Pallas, they spiritual history on Earth something different. All right. So when you talk about Juno, everything is with longevity with that energy. You got Juno and water. There's gonna be some form of longevity with emotions. You can hold on to emotions like a mug. It's great for when you got a strong feeling for a passion, goal, aspiration, but it could be hard to get over certain attachments, certain connections you done made with Juno and water. All right. When you have things positively aspecting Juno, these are things you're able to sustain and hold on to. It ain't no getting deterred. It ain't no getting off course with this. You're gonna get this, whether you're connecting with it on a positive high frequency vibration or a negative frequency vibration. But you dealing with that house and that energy, you're gonna be connected to that. You don't waver for that energy for nobody. All right. Juno and air, motherfucking relationships. Sometimes you Juno and air, it's not even just relationships. Remember, air is dealing with the thought, right? But thought ushers into communication. Communication deals with relatability. So as air signs, this is why we want to communicate and relate, because it's just a huge level of mental stimulation. But when you got Juno and air, these people could really bask into their ideologies about things, create huge ideologies, and yearn to connect these ideologies to other people. These people could be heavy into different forms of sciences. I got Juno in the air. So when it comes into like astrology or different forms of occult sciences, but things, abstract thought, things that challenge the mind, like air, Juno and air could be connected to these things. All right. You got that cousin, you got that partner, this, that, they always just studying that shit that they always be studying. And it just, you see how much it stimulates their mind. They got a relationship with the things that they connected to. They don't really need to connect to people. It's just these different resources, this, that, and third, that help stimulate their mind, make them think about things differently. So when they start connecting to people that's into these things, they can love that shit. All right. That's why I ain't nowhere else I motherfucker want to be but church. All right. When y'all at work, I'm in church, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm working in here, y'all. Woo! Pretty Lauren, Juno conjunct Saturn. That Juno conjunct Saturn. See, now this is the thing. It has an influence on relationships. So you got Juno conjunct Saturn. When it comes into, making sure there's a sense of stability and order in your life, you get highly frustrated. Anything comes into a distraction with that. So it's not even about if you're feeling stable or not, but when you're trying to do the things to get you stable, if you don't feel stable in some type of shape or form, anything that's a distraction with that, they ass getting a karate chop, elbow, or something. They getting stabbed, something happening. Juno conjunct Saturn, you getting away of my money. Y'all are off somebody's ass. Y'all find out somebody played you in a contract, your manager or something played you in a contract or something. A nigga get on child support. A nigga get on child support. That nigga will start thinking about offing his wife. He start thinking about like, yo, my child to be all right. They intuitive. I seen they chart. They Capricorn moons. They got Capricorn 4,000. They family probably gonna be fucked up anyways. There's no way I'm paying that much money a month. We both gotta go. Fuck this. Juno and Saturn is taking extreme measures where anything get in the way of stability. And Juno and Earth can be very similar. Juno and Earth ass ain't never unemployed. Juno and Earth. Who's Juno in the chart? Do you got any Juno and Earths in the chart? Niner by nature 88 in the building. Another Deacon in the building. Deacon 88 in the building. How you find Juno? Just run into your chart. So Juno's this symbol right here. Right here. Juno's currently conjunct. Oh no, I'm bugging. It's not today. That was around full moon time. But Juno is in Leo though. So yeah, Juno's right now. Juno's conjunct Venus. All right. So anything that we love, we're desperately fighting for. Y'all see Jeannie my ass, right? Y'all see Jeannie my ass. She said, "Fuck the bullshit. I need this motherfucker to work. I'm finna fight." Juno, Venus, you're gonna fight for your love right now. That's why it may hurt right now. Detachments may hurt because it may be things you ain't really want to detach from, but somehow the ego, things transit in Leo, it's hard to see. You're gonna see it. That's the thing with Leo placements. It's like I said, it's a light and dark side to everything. That's the fucked up thing about, a lot of sun energy and Leo energy and things conjunct the sun. It could blind. It can blind. So Venus transiting Leo could get motherfuckers too lost in how they see things in their relationship, not realizing like that's not what your partner motherfucking seeing right now. That is not what your partner's seeing right now. You telling everybody and their mother, they telling you, do you think your partner's seeing what you seeing? So there's a lot of that with Venus and Leo going on. All right. Now Juno's conjunct that. So people could be extreme about holding on to their vision or ego about how they feel like they should be valued. They should be appreciated in a relationship. While you're not even paying attention to the value that is in the fucking relationship other than how you want to be valued in it. So a lot of that with Venus conjunct Juno, but yeah, that's how Juno got that symbol right there. Okay. So y'all want to go ahead and find that in y'all chart. But if y'all got Juno on Earth, is there any my Juno Sag conjunct Saturn, or you ain't planning about getting stabilized by your spirituality? Yeah, because that's the last one I didn't go to. Juno on Fire, right? I had Juno on Aquarius. AstroSeek is a good website. Yep, I like using AstroSeek for solar return readings. Juno in Taurus. Juno Earth, y'all ain't playing around. Y'all when's the last time y'all was unemployed? Y'all's be getting motherfuckers hired at the job. Y'all, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The first paycheck look good because black folk. I don't know about people in here that's not melanated, that ain't black, but that's something we do. All right, that's the first question we ask each other. Like, all right, how that first check look? How does that first check look? Okay, it's straight. I bet. Pull up, apply. You go on Indeed right now. It's lit. All right. I just got cool with Shorty that work upstairs. You feel me? I really want to see what's up to her, but I'm trying to get upstairs, so I'm not even gonna do that with her. You feel me? But anyways, I'm getting cool with her. Once your name come in, I got you. All right, Venus and Earth getting niggas hired. Y'all ass a nervous wreck when y'all ain't stable. Oh my god! I just said Juno and Saturn willing to catch a body over people playing with their money. I just told y'all that. All right, man. We gonna get into the asteroids. We gonna get into them asteroids, but Juno and Earth, they ain't never unemployed. They finna get to the bag. They nervous wreck when they not employed, when they not stable, when ain't something coming and stabilizing their ass. All right. Any planet conjunct your Juno, know that about that planet. You are in a relationship. A lot of things you read about Juno or look up research is gonna mention things with marriage and relationship, but no, the shit that Juno is in, that is the marriage right there. That's the marriage, the sign and the conjunctions it's making. And so we married to our values right now. Everybody right now is doing their best to establish the things that they believe are values in their life. They're going about as whatever they can do to establish some relationships, breaking off because of that shit, leaving certain workspaces because of that shit, because the values. No, I'm valued to this is what I'm relationship I'm trying to value, and I'm very expressive about it at this point. Venus conjunct Juno in Leo. All right, and Venus and fire in general. They expression, like I said, they expression. Wait, is that the one I ain't do? I said I did air, earth, Venus and water. Yeah, I said Venus and fire. Y'all's Basquiat like a mug. Y'all is Picasso like a mother flipper, willing to die for y'all vision and creative expression. Venus and Fire be homeless, but they got a piano in the subway. How the hell Where'd you get this from? It's one thing if you homeless, you playing your little banjo, you singing a song, you got your John going on, whatever you doing, your homeless hustle. You feel me? Because your chart may be aligned up that your homeless hustle will be fire. All right, you may be homeless, but you get to it as a homeless nigga. But anyways, it's one thing. How you get the piano in this motherfucker? Ain't this New York City? You don't gotta have a permit for this, okay? Venus and Fire gonna be homeless, and their creativity is right there. All right, they sleeping on couches for their creative aspiration. Now, when it comes to their expression and their ego, these things can get inflated here, especially if they have anything fire going on with their expression. They're expressing some shit, everybody feeling, and people gassing it up, making good music, something creatively, people fucking with it. Oh, shit. It might be hard to bring them down from any ego that's developed out of this. Hope to God, sun ain't aligning with this shit in a good way. Hope to God, Mars and Venus ain't aspecting this shit in a good way. Or there's more fire in the chart. It's gonna be hard for them to see anything else but that high horse. But it's the most positive shit in the world when you're in a space that all you have is vision right now, where your next step is created out of vision. They know that. They don't got to be taught that. All right. So Juno gets into Virgo. We already know Venus is gonna be in Virgo. So when I talk about relationship activity turned up from a 1 into 4 man and see the detail of it, you gotta be careful if we being too extreme and we kind of making our partner a little uncomfortable. It's like, damn, am I dating? Is this my girlfriend or my parole officer? All right. And the thing about it is, like, sometimes Venus and Virgo energy, they'll be heavy like that from the Mercury aspect in the relationship, but it ain't gonna come off forceful. It's gonna come off heavy. He's like, damn, baby, all right, go ahead. You want to do everything for me, then? You want to do my taxes, clean my house? We just been dating for 3 weeks. God damn. So I ain't saying Venus and Virgo energy, that should come off nurturing like hell. But we got all this Mars and Aries and Libra and nodes. We got all that going on. So now you trying to do too much is mad forceful. Let me come home. Like, it's like, all right, hold on. I was gonna say, yeah, but this is my house. Relax, woman. Virgo woman. Being too forceful trying to establish some format now. I told you I was willing to build and see where we going in life, where you at, where I'm at. But don't try to force it now with your detail. All right. Tell me what has to go on for this to work. They ain't no just give me ultimatums and shit. This ain't a sentence. This is a relationship. We talking about we could be in a relationship. I ain't doing a bit. I ain't going to jail or some shit. All right. Ain't trying to abide by some shit. Virgos, sometimes y'all be wanting a nigga to pledge of allegiance to some shit, get into the relationships. It's like format can low-key be developed through flow a little bit, all right? That might be some real Libra shit to say. Matter of fact, let me just go back. Anyways, Juno enters Virgo on the 17th, y'all. On the 22nd, Mercury enters Scorpio. All right, so we'll have that. It's not a stellium. We'll have Mars up in that mug already. And then, Mercury flies by, right? So Mercury enters Libra on the 4th. By the 22nd, it's jamming in Scorpio. It's like, yo, Mars, what up? What you transforming in here? Oh, damn, you having an orgy? Goddamn, your freaky ass. I'm asking serious questions. My bad, I ain't trying to disturb you. What you changing in here? What you been transforming? I'm just trying to add some detail to this mug. That's it. Okay, we got some insecurities there. All right, I'm gonna create some, probably have some conversation with Granny about that, see what she think about that. I'm gonna analyze that, see what's going on there. What else? What we got going on? We got this goal, this passion here, Mercury and Scorpio. All right, let me think passionately and deep on that shit and see how we can manifest it. But Mercury and Scorpio, you don't want to think too fucking deep. You have Mars and Mercury and Scorpio, so you're already feeling desires. Mars and the Scorpio, you're already feeling desires. Sun in Libra, you already want to connect. Mars and Libra, you're already passionate about connecting. All right. Well, excuse me, Mars and Scorpio. It's going to be Scorpio at this point. Where Venus is going to be at? Venus in Virgo. Going to turn into Halle Berry in Monster Ball. All right. Give me some love. That's it. He's going to want some love, want some connection. So as much power with dealing with transmutation within a relationship activity going on is as much we could just give in to desires. Just give in to just feeling good. Just give in to connection, no matter what type of realistic things that's attached to this connection. That is where we got to be wise at, family. That's real nigga shit. Okay. So Mercury enters Scorpio. The Mercury gonna give Mars so much steam, so much intellect. All right, so much more direction, so much more precision when it comes to things. Mars is already transforming and in the midst of getting busy with Scorpio because Mars gonna get busy in Scorpio. All right, and then right after that, the Sun enters Scorpio the following day, and Scorpio season is here. All right, guys. So those are the most important things as far as transits. All right, for Libra season. So this is why I'm saying we're gonna feel that shift. The shift gonna come with Venus getting to Virgo. You're gonna feel that shift where it's like, all right, I see relationship potential here, I see partnership potential here, but I'm going into the rest of this fall equinox now. I mean, let's get into it now. Like, which ones am I committing to? It's Libra season. Which one of these partnerships am I committing to? Libra could be flaky. All right, Libra could be flaky because it's paying attention to relationships. So you paying attention to something so much, you start to look at it like endless possibilities, right? And that's where the issues dealing with relational activity come for a lot of Libras. You too experienced. Now it's a problem getting back to self. There's a problem seeing what some of your core values of relationships are now. You've been influenced by too much outside yourself. But in the highest, I don't want to say in a more higher vibration, but in general, the seventh house is already dealing with agreements. It's already dealing with contracts. It's already dealing with marriage, y'all. So when we talk about commitment, I'm not just talking about relationship energy. Some of y'all are in situations right now during retrograde phase. Y'all was wondering, am I going to commit to this new job opportunity? All right. Am I about to commit to this, that, and the third? Am I going to commit to this move? Am I going to commit to this divorce? Like, there's a lot of this. So when we talk about commitment during Libra season, you have to make sure it's not purely emotional because you're going to have a lot of intensity with Mars in Libra. Can't be making all relationship decisions just based on a pure emotion. But I'm not saying to neglect our emotion, of course, right? We would never want to stay in something that's just killing us. We're going to see our time before the maker really wants us to see our time if I stay with this motherfucker right here. Somebody going upstairs first, me or her ass. Okay? At this point, I don't give a damn. She done wore this vessel out. I'm done. I'm stressed out. I don't want this vessel no more. Put this shit in the... I don't want it no more. So, these are all the different, like, shifts we're going through. Cardinal signs. Y'all already know what it is. Cancer, Capricorn, Aries. All right? Y'all already know what it is. We've been talking about this cardinal intensity since Mars got in Libra. Okay? So, anything dealing with relationship intentions, they're on your radar right now. They're on your radar. You may be in the midst of processing these situations and seeing what needs to be changed, what needs to be transformed, seeing how you're going to deal with this relationship, partnership transformation, understanding how to communicate certain things, dealing with a sense of vulnerability, communicating or relating certain things, right? Trying to jump into a more transparent space, learning how to put emotions to the side a little bit and try to rationalize a little bit. It's like, all right, I know I be my emotions, but for this 20-minute conversation, I got to do my best right here because we got to make sense of what's going on. All right, so I want us to be out of ego and make sure that we're not just giving in, all right, to the flesh. You don't just give in to the flesh because it's definitely going to be spooky season. All right, don't give in to your ego when it comes into the potential of a lot of correction we can bring into a relationship activity around this time. All right, guys. So that's what we got going on. And let's just get into some brief influences for everybody. All right. We are starting with the Aries Suns. It's 11 p.m. All right. I've had a long day, y'all. All right. But I do want y'all to get these influences down, so we could just stay spiritually ahead of our step. All right. Spiritually step ahead. And I'm just going to hover over the influences of where the sun just left. Things to pay attention to with the sun entering your Libra house. And things with the rulers. I'm going to try not to goof off too motherfucking much. All right. And that's what we got going on with that. Matter of fact, y'all, Take a 2-minute breather real quick. Take a 2-minute breather real quick, and we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna finish this up. All right, gang. All right, we're just gonna start from the top. We're gonna start from the top. All right, Aries. Aries, I know y'all going through some things right now, so we're gonna start with y'all. I know it's our season and everything right now. We've been going through it. Like, there need to be an Aries Libra motherfucking support group out this motherfucker right now. But yeah, we need some attention right now. But shout out to my Aries, man. Aries Sun's Aries rising. The sun has left the 6th and is now entering the 7th. Okay. Now, we already know your ruler's in Libra. Your ruler been in the 7th. So what happened when Mars moved into your 7th house? A lot of things that you're trying to do in your personal life, it started having to accompany other people. Other people needed to be included. You have a lot of activity developed with you having to relate to others, reach out to others, to do things that you needed to do for your own life. So whenever you have placements like this, transits like this going on, Aries, your Mars, your ruler, your chart ruler is in your 7th house, or you're dealing with significant 7th house energy that places you in situations at times, more so the ruler than just any transit. But when you got more, anytime Mars is in that house, understand that it's going to be a time that things that you're very passionate about in your first house in some type of shape or form, you may need the word of somebody else to get you in a certain environment. You may need whatever it is, but it's going to be a situation where you got to learn to navigate your contacts and deal with relationship activity. So there's a lot of that going on right now. All right. The sun just left the 6th house, so it may have been a lot of changes, taking place these past couple of months. Um, I would say mid, I would say from like the top of the summer for real, from like the top of the summer, more so mid summertime leading into now dealing with transformations in the workplace. And some of you guys that are in serious relationships, these things might have started to affect how you look at your relationship in a way. It's like, damn, me and this person getting serious, but this just workplaces offer me a job here. So it may have been some of these dynamics, all right? But it may have been mild to major transformations going on with the workplace and your relationship life. So now that the sun is entering the seventh house, this helps you to understand how, you know, your personal motives can be manifested, you know, in certain environments that's it's gonna need to, you know, shake and bake with other people. You know, maybe probably a little bit more communication. A little people want to hear your thoughts about things a bit more, and I promise you that's gonna help a whole lot of relationship issues that you may be dealing with right now in general. A lot of y'all relationship issues right now, Aries, Suns, Aries rising, may come down to you not relating how you truly feel and think about something, and trying to get a little bit out of a competitive energy. All right, sometimes it may feel a little, it may make you feel vulnerable with somebody trying to seek your inner feelings and inner thoughts, but these type of things get pulled on while your ruler is in the seventh house and now the sun is in there. So you got to be attentive towards these things. You got to take action towards these things, right? People want to see your expression towards these things. All right, Aries sun, Aries rises. Now, another thing that's key here, you could be dealing with extreme imbalances right now. You could be dealing with extreme imbalances right now in your relationships. You have to understand that not everything is going to need an extreme action, right? Your ruler's in the opposite sign right now, so it's easy for you to be passionate and take action on things in your own life for you. But right now, with the ruler in the seventh house, you may take action within something in a relationship, and it's like, yo, it's a relationship. It's two people need to come to some type of agreement before you take action like that. Or it's like just situations where you might be being too extreme in a situation with something you want to work, and you may think you gotta detach. And like, so Libra Aries energy is so easy for us to be opposite right now. It's so easy for us to be extreme and opposite right now. All right, the more you can be open towards allowing the people around you to teach you different things, help you open up different perspectives, it could do wonders for things that you want to manifest in your first house in general. All right, it's just that the pull on it could trigger you at times. Could be a lot of situations throughout this season and make you feel like, yo, I did, like, you know, somebody trying to give you advice, trying to give you direction or something. That shit feeling like you making me feel incompetent or something. Like anybody trying to make you feel incompetent, Aries, you getting some opposite sunlight, but it's coming through a Libra lights. And sometimes as Libra energy, our communication can kind of sound like we know the end all and be all of everything. Sometimes Libras communicate things because we're cardinal air. So we're communicating things from a starting point idea, and we're thirsty about relating it to others. Like, yo, I got this new idea. I want you to know it. All right. Gemini has more of a back and forth. Gemini can get stimulated off your idea as much as they want to stimulate yours. If you pay attention, Libras kind of want you to talk about what they want you to talk about. If you really peep game, all right, if you really peep game, okay. So you have to make sure, even though the delivery of something, I'm not just saying Aries, just letting motherfuckers talk to you crazy. I know y'all not gonna let that happen anyways, but you know, it's just that the way the delivery may be with communication at times, it may feel like, all right, don't sun me. You're not about to sun me, all right? You're not about to little boy me, all right? Thanks for that advice, though. Okay, so beware of that right now, and uh, yeah, your partner, your intimate partner may need this more than anything, more than anybody right now. Like, these could be some things that save the relationship or really help add a positive dynamic to your relationship, displaying to your partner your ability to voice your true, genuine thoughts about something while putting your ego to the side and not looking at this having to be a competition type of thing. All right. So that's what's going on right now. Some of y'all can attract competitive energy. So I just don't even want to say is y'all jumping to competitive energy, but the way y'all energies are set up right now, like I said, we have fought too. Libras, we have fought with it too. Libras, we could get in competitive energy right now too. Your ruler's transiting our side. All right. So y'all making us competitive. All right. So we both got to be careful, make sure any competitive energy is placed in, healthy areas where that energy could be utilized. So that's what we got going on for my Aries Sun, Aries risings. Now, And then remember, Mars is going to move into Scorpio. So yes, the ruler is in Libra, but Mars moves into Scorpio during this season. All right. So yeah, that's your in conjunction in Scorpio and whatnot, but your ruler is going to be back into a very comfortable space. So we don't want to create any catastrophic moments with relationships when your ruler is about to get into a space where it can truly recollect everything with the subconscious. Anything dealing with resources and the things you're connected and attached to, you can make more sense of these things. You can cut off ties easier. So there's a lot of opportunity to manifest and a lot of resolve to be brought to your subconscious in general, and how you deal with in your sense your overall well-being and stability and your personal passions and motives and goals. All right. We don't want to create more karma during relationship activity because we're being a little bit too extreme about something when we could have just digested shit and waited out. It's Libra season. So I know your rulers in Libra, but Libras, we don't be on that confrontation shit, Aries. Sometimes you dating a Libra, if you dating a Libra, all right, this is for anybody dating a Libra right now. This is how you easily lose the Libra. Like if like you want to have that conversation or that conversation about something, or you want to confront something right then and there when it's not the time. Like, I just came from work, yo, or I just dealt with this situation. Like, we'll talk about it. Like, just like, can you just give me a night to sleep? If you can't let the Libra get that, like, that would be a huge thing. For a lot of the air signs in general can't deal with shit like that, but the Libra don't like confrontation. So you could lose the Libra like that, trying to get to the point of something when you want it right then and there. Some other signs may want to be attentive and want to hash things out right then and there. That's a lot of signs are like that. You can't let things just linger for overnight at times. Sometimes it's a bad thing the way the Libras do it. We probably OD with that shit sometimes. Tauruses can't go for that. Can't go for that. Leos can't go for that. All right. So this is what you want to understand around this time. All right. Mars gonna get into Scorpio. So it could be a lot of things that you attract with other people's resources around that time. Okay, and it could just be a lot of things that shift into place with transformations that you're going through right now, instead of you creating more things that you have to deal with extra transformation because of extreme reaction. Now, Taurus suns and risings. Taurus suns and risings. The sun left the fifth, is entering the sixth house. All right, sun just left the fifth house, entering the sixth house. So y'all just Taurus sun, Taurus rises. Venus is in Leo, expressive space. Sun just left the fifth house. So man, y'all might have just, it's like, damn, I know all that shit you say about building and structure, bro, but shit, I was having the time of my life on August. I was having the time of my life, Virgo season. The weather was just right. Okay. I was bombarded by a lot of fifth house energy. So a lot of new births in y'all life may have came through the midst of this energy, even though we was in retrograde season, especially after Venus went direct and Sun was transiting fifth house. Y'all may have birthed a lot of shit. Some of y'all may have really got pregnant, like literally about to. Oh, my boy, you right? I'm expecting. Y'all know how them fifth house transits be. Talk about creating something. You better be careful. You got Sun moving around your fifth house, especially the Sun. It ain't really everything. But when you got Sun in there, you got Jupiter in there. There's any spirit that was trying to make its way through you in this lifetime, that may be the portal that they signed the contract to come through. Like, yep, I want to be my Jupiter in the fifth house. Yep, right there. Okay, so the Sun is leaving the fifth, now entering the sixth. Y'all may feel like y'all getting back into a sense of routine. It may have been a lack of routine, may have dwindled a bit during this season because it was used being supported so well this season. The Sun was in Virgo. Those planets in Virgo, right? Mercury and the Sun started harmonizing with Jupiter and Uranus. So some of y'all probably made some money with no effort. Some of y'all probably ran into some abundance with no effort, and that gave y'all more of an effort to just, relax a bit more. Some of y'all may have been in a real deserving space dealing with certain transformations, because Uranus and Taurus ain't been no joke. So, that type of energy may have gave things some more ease because it provided more resolve or more of a positive outlook on things. or resources may have came back from the past to help you deal with transformations you're dealing with in your life right now, right? You're going through you got to move or something, you got to get kicked out, and somebody you know from the past is helping you move into where they in the area they live at now. So shit like that, it get real. How them trines may have came together for some earth signs during Virgo seasons. It may have been some things dealing with stability. Some earth placements was trying to like, God, please, I just give me one more month. Please let AT&T give me another week on this extension, please. That harmony started getting together, man. Shit started coming together for some earth signs. But like I said, that may have created an environment for you to be like, all right, I don't gotta be that routine. It's like, nah, the Sun and Virgo Taurus, get on your shit. You being too lazy now with the earth, all these earth influences, all this harmony. So now you may feel like you're getting back into a shift. Slowly, I'm getting into building routine, and Death came into some out of nowhere. I'm not. Listen, man, I'm telling you, man, make the right aspects to a Jupiter and Taurus, it get lit. All right, but for the most part, you guys are dealing with that energy with the sun moving into 6th house. Now your awareness comes into the routine and your well-being. Did you create anything that you're attached to in the 5th house? Any habits? Anything that is a new form of enlightenment? Something that has not caught your awareness, but is actually a distraction towards priority and responsibility that got to get in check in the 6th house. Now you got Libra in the 6th house. If it ain't people and relationships, if it ain't anything that's gonna get you out of your routine with Libra in the 6th house, it's the guy your work hubby wifey in the motherfucker. What about that, Taurus Sun Rise? See, you gotta watch they ass at work. Every time we talk about Libra placements, and I start remembering this about y'all asses with Libra in that 6. Taurus romance all over the place in the 6th house. I know it ain't y'all fault sometimes. I know it ain't y'all fault. You just and y'all look good too. Taurus sunrise in. Ooh, smell good too. Feet done, nails done. Where the Taurus sun's rising's at. Hair did, nails did, everything did. All right. Taurus rising looked smooth on their off day. How'd that happen? Yeah, I just got up in the morning, just bonnet on, scarf. I really want to make this fire omelet. It's my off day. It's a relaxed day. It's my wash day and shit. Don't give a fuck how people think I look. I just need to go to the store and get some motherfucking tomatoes. Ran out of some tomatoes. You know, Taurus placements. If there's one ingredient missing out that motherfucker, they going to the store. I wanted the omelet the way I need some tomatoes. Ain't no tomatoes like this motherfucker. There's only a little bit left. I need a little bit more than this. Taurus ain't gonna fuck around. They gonna go to the fucking store. Y'all ass look good in the store. It's 9 a.m. Where the fuck the bags at? I'm a Taurus rising. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Venus coming through for you in that first outside. They ain't got no bags. No bags. They come late. They come a little later for y'all. All right. All right. So, but sun getting into that 6th house now, it may be some things you start realizing you attached to. You like, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Credit card. But wait, what? Yeah. I get probably, yeah. Credit card balance what? You was having some fun, sun in the 5th. Oh, yeah. You was having some fun, wasn't you? The credit card bill looking a little crazy. That sun moving to Earth house. You start looking, oh, damn, I was supposed to sell this stock. Damn, what was I doing? I don't blame you. Venus was ruining the I get it. A lot of 5th house energy. All right. Sometimes you need to go through them periods, have a little fun in your life, Taurus. All right. Sometimes y'all be needing that motherfucker too. Y'all be a little too tense. Y'all be needing that in y'all lives. All right. So when we get into the sun moving in the 6th, understand that. And guess what? Venus enters Virgo. Your ruler enters Virgo during Libra season. So finding stability with relationships amongst people that you're working with, and I'm not just talking about the workplace. You got any form of projects, business, things you're building in real life with other people. These relationships, you need to pay close attention to these relationships right now. You need to pay close attention to these relationships right now. All right? Because what do Taurus energy get pulled on a lot for? For resources and stability. So if you know you bringing that in some type of shape or form, you're bringing some type of resource. You gotta understand where everything's balanced out. It's Libra season. You gotta make sure everything's balanced out with the agreements, contracts, percentages that you got going on with people. Sun in the sixth house. Now we need to know what's going on with the numbers. All right. Fifth house, we was understanding what's going on with the influence, with the creativity, with my creative touch, with my vision. Now the sixth house, we gotta get a little bit back to that credit card balance. Okay, so Sun and Libra in the sixth house, a lot of formatting of relationships, and you definitely manifesting situations in your life that if you're embracing a new partnership in your life, make sure the foundation of it. This is where you got to really seal in the foundation of things. Early relationship activity for a lot of Taurus suns, Taurus risings right now. You're dating somebody new right now. You've been dating somebody, ain't really locking in, things ain't get committed right now. Around this time, this one you got your ass got to get more serious with they ask about what form is how we gonna structure this. Like, what's the format to this? Fuck that. I know I said earlier in the stream, sometimes, we could, as fellas, we could intuitively pick up on when ladies in the situation, y'all about to hit us with that shit. Like, yo, how long we gonna be doing this? But at the same time, I don't vouch for that shit. I'm too old. I'm too old. I don't really vouch for that shit. Okay. Sometimes in life shit happens. We go through experiences. This shit is a fucking experience. Sometimes in life we go through that, this, that, and third. But at the same time, you have to be as genuine and transparent as possible dealing with people as possible. We never just want to put blood in our hands knowing we can move more righteous. Sometimes you don't know better. Sometimes you too lost in your goddamn ignorance. God gonna give you some grace for that. You ain't really know that much better. You got lost. I know you early in this life phase. You getting back to using the flesh. Might have not been in a human body in so long. It depends where you spiritually come from. But once you know better, you feel me? Like I said, telling this person you don't want commitment, but doing everything with them to build that things that are inquired to build towards committed situations. Like, we both being delusional now. Ain't no just for we both being delusional, nigga and you. Okay, so Sun moving to the sixth house. Just make sure Taurus Sun's rising. Anything that you're upholding, you're getting your just due for that. Because those are some of the things you may have to get proactive about. A lot of transformations taking place for y'all in the workplace as well too. Make sure those transformations are things that you're comfortable with. Don't get bullied into them transformations. Mars is in your sixth house, so a lot of Taurus suns rising right now. Y'all managers or co-workers or higher ups may try to get y'all, move y'all into positions that you're not really comfortable with right now. You don't want to be in that department, motherfucker. I know I work hard as hell, but that don't mean just where's my consideration for what department I want to be in. I bring a lot of value to this motherfucker. All right. All type of situations going on like that with Mars in the sixth. Okay. So y'all may even be riding a high with a new project right now. And you're going through transformations in your life, adjusting this new project into your routine. But these are things you got to pay attention to around this time. All right. That's my Tauruses, Geminis. The sun just left the fourth and is entering the sixth. Sun just left the fourth and is entering the. Sun just left the fourth and is entering the fifth. Excuse me, Gemini. All right, got that Libra in that fifth house. So Sun just entered, left Virgo in the fourth, is entering the fifth house. Now Gemini is a trine. All right, I'm your cousin. All right, so you my cousin. Okay, you get in that club free. You ain't charging my cousin nothing. It's my birthday, but they with me. They in VIP with me, aka there's more clarity of what's going on with relationship activity. You can be a source of help for others with relationship activity, but you got Libra in the fifth. You got Libra in the fifth. All right. When you got Libra in the fifth, anything dealing with birthing and creating, you have to be able to do it from consider somebody else's thought and outlook on things. So you're gonna manifest situations like that. Things that you want to birth, but you realize you have to consider the outlook of other people dealing with it. The more you realize that, the more you can bring things into fruition, what you want to create. But the thing is, you're in a harmonious space to do this, Gemini. You are a Gemini, so this is why it's a harmonious energy, because your natural personality relating this, that, and the third, it naturally hits Libra in the fifth house. So this is why you're able to create things with a lot of people. But what's the problem at times? You create too many goddamn shit with other people. You create too goddamn much. You get your hands into too much damn things. So as you mature and start to realize the capacity you have to commit to things in partnerships It helps you have more clarity toward the things you want to create in general and how you work alongside the people you know and are connected to. All right. So a lot of this clarity during this season, don't allow yourself to get lost in all this air energy. All right. You allow yourself to, aka, just get lost into all the activity of people around you and lose a sense of self and how you're expressing and projecting what you got going on personally. The sun is in your fifth. All right. So it's direct harmony to your personality, direct harmony for your expression to be seen in the world in different type of ways. That could create many different type of opportunities. People are going to be pushing the stage to you in different spaces. So when it comes to anything you're trying to create and birth around this time, you have direct access to connecting it to others in what you usually do. But these opportunities to connecting to others are coming to you now. All right. So you want to make sure you're in a stable space as much as possible. Now, Now, fuck was I looking at? Okay. Now, Mercury. Okay. Mercury is moving, and like I said, sun in your fifth house, Gemini. Don't fuck around. Like anything you birthing right now, you birthing. You got to be careful what you touch, and I'm saying that figuratively too, though. Like you being you committing to something, but you only felt 65% of that commitment. You was kind of flaky on that. You ain't really know you really commit. Like you could get into situations that you do that, but it ain't gonna be something to just get out of. All right. So be careful what you touch, what you participate in around this time. It's Mars and Libra hitting. It's Mars in here too. The people that you connecting to and building, they not playing. They serious. They passionate. They want you to be locked in. You might be dealing with some of that energy right now. People being a little forceful to get you to participate in something. This should make you uncomfortable. It's like, all right, goddamn, y'all relax. Y'all, some of y'all may be dealing with some of that for real. All right. So y'all got that going on right there, and your ruler Gemini Mercury is gonna shift from Libra into Scorpio. All right, we know it's about to get into Libra in the fourth. Okay, so understand that heightens the relationship activity, and now it focuses you. All this Libra energy, you already deal with air, but you're the most relatable air sign. You connected to you, not the most. You ain't the pickiest. All right, it's like I'm come as you are for real, for real. Gemini. That's why I fucks with Gemini so heavy. Like, y'all don't. Y'all some accept. Y'all fuck with everybody. And with all my Scorpio energy, I'm heavy. I got a lot of heavy energy. Y'all don't judge your brother. Come as you are. Now, on the side, you could meet a Gemini, tell they ask any motherfucking thing. The things that you feel like you wouldn't tell somebody until, like, if you dating somebody and then you feel like, yeah, this is, I ain't gonna, I'm gonna let them, this is shit that people start to learn about me once they start getting tighter with me and shit. But my insecurities about this issue with this issue with my parents, this and the third. Like, I'm not just telling everybody that we're gonna have to connect a little deeper. Man, Gemini, not only are they gonna be accepting of that shit, they're gonna find a way to get that shit out of you. Like, that's it. That's it. A little abuse in the home. That's all. That's it. Jail 10 years. Federal prison 15 years. That's it. All right. A little murder. It's life. Shit happens. Niggas got you mad, I bet, right? What he did? He take from you? He stole from you? It makes sense. You know, sometimes my thoughts tell me to do shit. I just do shit. You got to give yourself some grace. Gemini's come as you are, fucking with their ass. All right. But listen now, this motherfucking ruler, again, to Libra, you got to focus on more your one-on-one relationships. I know all these people, but it's cardinal airs, one-on-one relationships. Which relationships do I value, and how do I key in and pour into these value relationships? A lot of these circumstances. So universe will start giving you influences around this time to some more Gemini when you start having people reach out for your attention and people reach out for you, and the things that when they're reaching out to you, they're expressing how much potential there is to something that y'all may be trying to build with each other, create with each other, do with each other. The universe could kind of be leading you in some type of shape or form with these type of influences, all right? But like I said, you just got to know what's going on because Mars is in there. You got to make sure you're not being taken from in some type of shape or form. But there's a lot of beautiful things to be birthed right now, all right? And then the ruler is going to enter Scorpio towards the end of the season, but by that time we right into Scorpio season, okay? And then we got brand new influences there, but once Mercury enters Scorpio around that time, now you may find yourself in more of an isolated state, more sensitive towards communication with others in some type of shape or form, more sensitive towards people communicating things and just hitting certain emotional triggers, this, that, and the third. So we're going to get into that when we get into that, but that's how the ruler's shifting around this time. All right, shout out to my gems. Now, Cancers. Shout out to all my Cancers in the building. Now, Cancers. This is the first, this is the second, this is the first square. Aries is the opposite, this is the first square. All right. Cancer, it's cardinal air season. You're cardinal water. So as a Libra, I like to try to create and usher things into my life through this and my ability to do this at times. You usher things in through this, and this be the most powerful shit right here. This ain't got shit on this. This could sometimes play on this, but over time, this can overpower this. All right? This can get to a place where this don't mean shit anymore. That's when you really evolve. Okay? It take a little bit of this playing on this to go through them experience to realize, okay, this is how this is protected. But if you get me, you get me. Long story short, Cancer, your cardinal water. So sometimes when it comes into your emotional intention, that's what you're willing into the environment. That's what you're willing into the partnership. A lot of the times in your partnerships, that ain't really the way that your partner wanted to be loved, but you made it feel good. And we said, fuck it. I guess this is my new love language. Dating a Cancer 101. You're dating them, forget your love language. Throw that shit out the window. They bringing a whole new vibe. And I know that sounds crazy. It would make you, it would kind of scare you, right? Be like, all right, how you gonna tell me throw my love language away and just disregard my love language, how I like to be loved, because I'm dealing with a Cancer Sun moon? It's like, hold on, just give it 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks, all right? Tell me if it don't feel comfortable over there. Don't lie. Don't lie, all right? Cancer, okay? So in a real harmonious state, when they're removed outside of understanding, when they're not operating from a just make myself comfortable, right? And I'm not trying to say Cancers are selfish, but when they're not operating from that space, sometimes it could be hard for Cancers to realize they're not doing that though. Like this, I have to get comfortable in this situation. And when it comes into partnerships, sometimes they could think their comfort is the relationship's comfort. It's like, no, Cancer, that's your comfort. That is your comfort. This food good as hell. But you low-key ain't even asked me low-key, like, do I eat this shit? This, that. You just felt so deeply that this shit would be good. But I need you to start kind of low-key asking me, like, I could have been allergic to some of this shit. You're just forcing your love on me, your care on me. Consider me a little bit. Just make me feel like I'm participating. Everything you doing is good. All right? Everything. Just make me feel included. That's the issue with Libra and Cancer right there. That's the issue. Libra down for that nurture. Libra down for some of that Venus, that moon energy. You crazy? We ruled by Venus. Venus looking up to the motherfucking moon. So when we get any moon energy, it's like, ooh, okay, you fuck with connection for real. You trying to understand the brother. All right, I fucks with that. I can relate to that. I can see me potentially embracing that same vibration and shit. You feel me? But then again, that should get a little forceful. It's like, no, I want to connect this way. You're like, all right, Cancer, relax. That can't fly this season, Cancer Sun rises. That can't fly. Cannot impose your emotion on the relationship, on the partnership. Libra season about agreements and contracts. Give a damn how you feel. The analytics say this and the third, we are paying you this much. You want the deal or not? Give a damn how you feel. That ain't gonna cut it right now when it comes into things having to be established with partnerships and relationships. Okay? The sun is entering your 4th house, Cancer. So I'm not just talking about feeling for nothing because y'all just Cancers. No, the sun is in the 4th house. So everything dealing with relationship activity, you're not only you more sensitive towards these things, You feel like you need to take extreme initiative, taking action on things to get stable in your fourth house. So fucking with Cancers right now, this is for everybody else. It's not y'all right now, Cancers. Y'all don't have to listen to this part. If you fucking with Cancer right now, they ain't fucking with y'all. They threaded like this for y'all right now. That situationship, I said the shit with Virgo and all of the Cancer fuck around, bring that shit up quicker than Virgos or whoever the fuck I was talking about. What are we doing is that Cancer's sun in my fourth house. I'm actually paying. I on a day-to-day basis, I know what's heavy on my emotions, how to navigate it, what things to connect to and take action on to get comfortable here. I know how to do that on a day-to-day, but now the sun is in my fourth house. All right. So now when it comes into my relationship activity, I'm highly sensitive towards these things. I was able to navigate these things on a day-to-day a little bit easier. Now Sun and Libra in my fourth. Everything dealing with relationship activity that I may have insecurities about or traumas about from the home environment in the first place, I'm starting to see this shit play out with my friendships now. I'm seeing it more vividly with relationships in the home or people I'm having intimate relationships with. And that could cause a lot of extreme action at times. When it's relationship energy, conversation could cure a lot of things right now. Relating to how somebody else's feel instead of imposing how you feel about it can create a lot of solutions right now. But that shit sounds easy to do, right? All right, boy, a little communicating related. That should sound easy, huh, Cancer, right? But you know your ass. Okay? You know your ass. Flower Me 44 just said Cancers and Libras are lovable. All right. Shout out to you and the church sister. I don't know what your placements are, but I'm a cardinal head ass nigga. So when you got the squares or the opposites of signs, you see their dark side quicker than other alignments. I don't know if you got cardinal energies. So if you a Taurus, sun, rising, moon, you see the dark side of Scorpio before a lot of people. Anything dark about Scorpio, you or 8th house energy, you see it quicker than a lot of people, right? The neighbor signs get a good view at things too. Libra and Sag know a lot about the shit Scorpio really get into. All right. Taurus know about it too. Next up on the list, Leo. Leo be in Taurus shit. Leo be all up in Taurus shit. Scorpio be all up in Leo shit. So that battle's never ending. And then you got Aquarius. So they be knowing about Scorpio shit. Scorpio be knowing about Aquarius shit. So if you realize mutable signs, all right, Gemini know exactly what the fuck Virgo's up to. Virgo can act like they all innocent. They going through something. You can have Gemini and Virgo in the environment. Virgo tricking the whole environment into doing something for the Virgo cause, but Virgo just know how to set up the environment. Is mutable and know how to connect and relate. But if you want to get something established, it can find ways to have people practically think how to pour into something. The whole time Virgo get in the game, it'll be nobody will realize what's going on, but it'll be the Gemini, and that Gemini will be sitting, look at this Virgo. I know exactly what the fuck you doing, Virgo. So Gemini see the dark side of Virgo quick. Virgo see the dark side of Gemini quick. Gemini see the dark side of Pisces. Pisces see the dark side of Sag quick. Sag and Pisces, they know each other's dark side like this. So the same modalities is a square, is an opposite. You attract them through friction. So if you attract them through friction, you ain't attracting the harmonious side all the time. I mean, you can, but a lot of times that's sexual attraction. A lot of times that's just sexual attraction. You know, unless it's your luminaries, I can start showing us some past life shit. A lot of the shit we were talking about in synastry. Okay, but what do we know about a lot of shit dealing with soul ties and all that? It's usually dealing with friction. So, you know, things are birthed out the friction, but friction can create the tension at the same time. Friction can be what holds things together a lot of the time. Y'all ever hear a couple say if it wasn't for those struggles or wasn't for those challenges, we wouldn't have made it? This, all that shit. So friction is needed. Okay. But yeah, Cancers, gotta be careful imposing how you feel on things, especially when there's serious commitments and decisions to be made in relationship. Cancer, you can get into some chaotic situations, making relationship decisions purely out of emotion right now, because you making relationship decisions out of emotion while we under Libra lights, a lot of people are going to be making emotional relationship decisions by default. We all, the whole world don't got it together. Mars is in Libra. We all under this shit. But the squares get it the worst. All right, if we're just gonna be realistic here, like Libra, Aries, Cancer, we get it the worst because we're the ones dealing with the friction the most, right? So we the ones that go through this shit, and everybody else look at us like, okay, that's what the fuck going on with the notes. That's what's really going on with the notes in Aries. Okay, let me sit the fuck back and see. Let me back the fuck up. Let me observe some shit because I ain't trying to get fired. I ain't trying to lose my partner. I ain't trying to get kicked out. All right, so cardinal signs, come on, y'all, come on. All right. So Cancer, you got to be careful of that. Loved one's going to demand some communication. Loved one's going to demand some communication right now. All right. And it's going to be people that you want to connect with that are triggering you. It ain't going to be like people that, like, you know, is just annoying or co-workers. It's going to be people you want to connect with and build connections with. Cancer, you know you about connection. That's your thing. So whatever ways I drag y'all are the connecting ass sign. That's why y'all don't play about connections, because y'all honor your connections. Some signs don't honor connections at times the way y'all honor it. Whatever fucking frequency vibration of Cancer is, positive, negative, light, dark, if Cancer connected to, they honor that shit. Why I think Cancers can bully their enemy, or Cancers are one of the first signs that if you have beef with a Cancer, if you lose the beef, they'll rub it in. Cancers are one of the first signs to rub it in. Bitch, I'm connected to this. This frequency, this emotional vibration I didn't develop because of this beef, because of this connection. This wasn't a positive connection. This is a negative connection. So I had to handle the connection how I had to handle it. I shot you this many times, nigga. I said it in this song. Fuck you, fuck your family. I'm rubbing it in because, motherfucker, I'm ruled by the moon. I deal with memory. I'm always replaying things with the beef. You thought this was beef. You wasn't thinking this was beef the way I was thinking. You wasn't as connected to this beef as much as I was. You wasn't taking this shit as seriously as I was connected to this shit. So, like I said, not dealing with connection seriously, it's positive or negative, because all different type of results. Cancer don't play about that shit. So this is why. It's another reason. There's another reason why y'all ass be offing people. Well, y'all at the top of that list. Because a lot of people played with connection with y'all. Now, I'm not even joking, right? I'm dead ass serious right now. I'm dead ass serious. No, right. Petty gods. Y'all the petty gods. Look at 50 Cent. That's why y'all got made bully and rub it in. It's like, now you try to fuck with me and you created something. Once I get connected to something, I can't detach like that. So my actions towards this beef or making sure shit got disconnected it's still not detached. I still feel it. So this is my way of dealing with this connection for the rest of life. Ja Rule, I'm clowning you for the rest of my life. This is for life. Get used to this, nigga. So it's tough. Don't play on a connection. You mess with the Cancer. Cancer tell you they dating for marriage. You dating for ass. Get your ass on. Don't fuck around and be like, yeah, eventually if shit, feel that way, we could get into something. Don't even do that. Just get your ass on, bro. If you don't got for the fellas in here, got no experience with the Cancer woman. All right. There's ladies in here dealt with the Cancer man. Cancer man got your ass up out of there. He's like, no, I can't. This vibe is too. You thought I was gonna endure this? This is too unstable. I can't. Whether the nigga was being too sensitive or the nigga was being right, your ass was being too chaotic. Or as a woman, if you dated a Cancer man, you may have realized how unstable you are emotionally at times. That's the man that made you realize that, not the Sagittarius nigga you was dealing with, right? Not that nigga. Not the Gemini nigga you was dealing with. That nigga was just letting your shit go, Not the Scorpio nigga you was dealing with past the collection plates. Them niggas fed into that shit. That shit turned shit up a little bit for them. You got around the Cancer, man. Cancer. At some point, the shit had to, like, made you realize, like, you doing too much. Found a way to just have you reflected your shit some way. The moon reflected your shit. You start realizing, like, damn, I've been bugging. I've been wilding. All right, let me get my shit together. Okay. All right, so Cancer don't play that shit. They don't play that shit. And a lot of the times, if you get into Cancer, some of the scary people get into toxic relationships with. Oh my God. I've been through a lot of shit, but I haven't been through that. I was talking a bunch of bullshit previous live stream talking about, yeah, I done did it all. Also, I done did a lot of shit with Cancer, but I ain't getting into that with them. And I thank God for that, because that's probably why I'm still here. The toxic relationships with the other signs ain't getting me off. Cancer would have got rid of me. All right, Cancer not going. They take extreme reactions for things to deal with connection. Cancer, I don't need y'all jumping into that vibration this Libra season. I don't need that. I don't want that for y'all. Not with a solar eclipse going on this season. Not with the full moon in Aries in a few. Y'all ready to go. Y'all ready to go. Let Libra and Aries, let us deal with that tension right now from the cardinal signs. You and Capricorn got to stay strong. Let us take the load for that shit right now. Let us uphold all of that tension. Cancer, relax. Sun in the 4th. That's your shit right there. It's just that it's Libra here. So that's why we annoying to y'all. That's why Libra placements be annoying to y'all. Y'all could give Libra all that praise y'all want in the comments. Somebody said Libra's Cancer so lovely. Ask Cancer, 9 out of 10 times, 8 out of 10 times Cancers. You ask them about Libras, they be ready to go upside our shit. They got Libra in the 4th. So anytime the Sun Cancer rises, they got to find ways to get comfortable in their life. They got to deal with some of our energy. You got to deal with somebody else trying to teach them how to be comfortable. It's like, bitch, this is my house, my private house. Well, how the fuck you trying to impose your relationship standards or ideologies into my shit? It's cardinal air in your house, in your home. So you may dealt with this with Cancer Suns, Cancer rises. It's y'all parents a lot of the time. Libra in the time. There's a lot of y'all parents. Fuck your emotional vibration. Go the fuck to sleep. The fuck? This is Libra cardinal air. We laying down some law in this bitch. Some in the house. Give a fuck about how disturbed you feel, how sensitive you is. Motherfucker, you got all F's. Fuck is you talking to me about mental health? You got an A in gym. You can't be that mentally unhealthy. You know, these kids, it's 2023, y'all. Some of y'all got children, they may be hitting y'all with some of that shit. The world's crazy. My mental health fucking with me. You got an A in gym. I don't want to hear that shit. You got all else. I don't want to hear shit about mental health. All right? I'm not going to let 2023 get to my child. They making us soft, y'all. They making us soft. Anybody in the chat with children, make sure you bruise them knees up. I be going outside, I see all these kids, the knees, no cuts, bruises, nothing. They not going to the park, getting no fights. Take the tablet away. Rough them up. Get some cardboard or something. Get something rough. Rough the knees up. Rough them up a little. Some. Little lighter, little flicks. Little quick flicks. Don't want to do too much. Quick flicks. All right? Get them knees roughened up. All right? We got to get back to the old school, y'all. So Cancers, I'll relax right now. Libra in that 4th house, Sun in that 4th house, they're going to need some connection right now. The connection going to need emotions to be stable and this to be attentive. All right? It'll help you realize a lot about yourself, and this will ultimately help you realize how to navigate your 4th house some more, right? You not being extreme to reactions towards things in relationships will help you to observe some more, right? And then you'll have more more clear solutions on how to rid out anything that's in the fourth house. That's the mission here, Sun in the fourth house. And if anybody knows how to utilize intuition to get emotional burdens and navigate anything out of a subconscious house, a subconscious area in their life, it's y'all. It's just that with greater the power, greater responsibility is a square. So it comes with a bit more challenge of you not liking the delivery of communication. You're not liking people imposing their ideologies on you, especially your partners, because it's something you may be used to in the household. Maybe something that you was used to with your parents as a Cancer rising. Okay? Now, y'all got that motherfucking Venus. It is Libra in that fourth house, so it do be sense of relatability in there. I ain't about to make that shit sound like it's some Capricorn shit. It's a square and everything. Y'all had Sunday dinner in that mug. You was forced to get along with your siblings type shit. Y'all probably got your ass. Libra in the fourth house, y'all probably got your ass whooped if your parents found out you and your sibling was fighting. That type shit probably brought y'all together. Libra in the fourth ain't going for that. Cancer rising, I know what the fuck be going on with Libra in the fourth. I know what be going on in there. All right. You be wanting the more of the emotional connection from in your adolescent stages, but you getting more of the law. You get more of the logic towards why things happen in this way in life. It's like, Mom, Dad, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I want a hug. I'm glad that you're trying to support me, relate to me in some type of shape or form. Motherfucker, I'm sensitive. Understand that, motherfucker. Stop trying to lay the law on me all the time. You're trying to give me that judge energy in this house all the time. All right. So when your partner start displaying any of that shit, especially around that time, that could create some shit right now. All right. A lot of deep reflections to embrace with the solar eclipse energy coming up. You're gonna start feeling it earlier than everybody else because that is your ruler. All right. So, but like I said, we're gonna dive more into that. But for the most part, that's the type of activity that's going on. Sun just left your third on top of that too, right? So you have more clarity about the relationships that's close to you. The vibrations they're on, it may be your best friend, it may be one of your close friends, but you realize they're on a certain vibration. It's helping you understand how to navigate that friendship, be there without feeling drained, but being there for your talk about connection. I get into a lot of those judgment calls a lot of times, like, damn, this my best friend, my whatever is draining me, but I gotta be there. That's why y'all don't be liking when the Libra come around, because we start laying the justice down, like, so fucking what? Everybody going through some shit. That's not fair that they taking advantage of you. Like, they know you gotta be up to work in the morning. Tell them you gotta go to sleep. You care about all of that. So Libras, we be things she got to get balanced around here. All right, I'm taking advantage of the Cancer like that because they so emotionally nurturing and attentive and understanding, and even if they ain't replying to something, they rule by the moon. So it almost feel like some of what you communicate is being absorbed from them. This is a real spiritual thing that goes on with Cancer energy. It's why I deal with a lot of attraction in general, because you absorb it. When we don't say Cancer is the most powerful sign for no reason. This moon energy is serious. Cancers, you guys be absorbing a lot of shit for people. All right. If this was like a fucking video game or some shit, y'all superpower, you niggas will be able to come around fucked up and shit, and you just absorb their shit and shit, and niggas back healthy and shit, but you Gucci though. All right, but y'all start doing that shit a little too much. That's what I'm saying. When you gotta learn how to use your power, you start doing that shit too much. Your software start getting a little fucked up. All right. So this is why people can get so attached to Cancers. Cancers can make people make extreme decisions. Cancers can get people out of character more than any other sign. Cancers can reel in things into their life quicker than any sign, positively or negatively. They can bring chaos into their life quicker than anybody. They can bring fruitful things into their life quicker than anybody. All right. It's too much power with this energy. It's too much power there. All right. So now we dealing with some transits that's triggering that shit. It's hard to control that energy. All right. But that's what we got going on for the most part with my Cancer placement. Leo Sun, Leo rising. All right. Sun just left the second, entering the third house. Sun just left the second, entering the third house. You just got out of a slow and steadier cycle, moving into a more interactive cycle, and it's mildly picking up. It's gonna pick up though. I'm telling you, Leo, it's coming. I'm telling you. It seemed like a lot of y'all is transitioning out of something right now from that you was building in some type of shape or form. It may have been a project that shit might have failed in some type of shape or form, because you got to understand, like a lot of Leos, a lot of y'all are in situations right now where you may have been prepping to do something during Leo season, and y'all probably started it during right before Libra season a couple of weeks ago in the midst of Libra season, and you might going into Libra season, you might be saying fuck that shit. Let me get back to the third house, and it's not just because the sun is going into the third house, but it's more so about the fact that the sun, your ruler, just got into Libra. Libra is dealing with stability through environments and relationships. So that energy may not have been the thing that it looked good. It looked like something you should be valuing and building towards, but the sun just got into a detriment. So it may not seem like something you should pour into or take action, or something else may need your action right now. Something else may need to get the balance in right now. And you'll know this, you'll know you're in this vibration if during these past couple of ending weeks of Virgo season, the things that the new thing you were trying to build, it was hard to balance other relationship activity you already had going on, other business activity you had going on, right? If you found yourself building something new during Virgo season, Leos, and you realizing this past week is like, oh nah, fuck that shit, like I don't got the capacity to build that actually. Yeah, because it may have been something a new value you getting, pulling on your attention is taking you away from, something that you should be connected to in some type of shape or form. So now the sun entering back in the third house, it's gonna be a lot of new ideas thrown at you through other people right now. A lot of new directions being thrown at you to take right now from different people. Libra in the third house, you know how mixy your third house is. You know how much different people you be knowing. So when it comes to wanting to take direction for different things in your life, you usually have Gemini in the 11th house, Libra in the second house. You have people to connect to at times. You don't really be wanting to hear Aquarius in the 7th house. You don't be wanting to hear they shit for real. You rather go to your third house or your 11th. Because your partner not going to really care about your ego that much. Like Leo's going to go to their best friends. Leo's going to go to, they're going to go to their best friends. Maybe one of their trusted business partners that's low-key like a personal friend, but is like really a business partner. They gonna go seek some shit out, advice from them at times before that they own partner with certain things at times, because y'all be attracting these type of partners as with Aquarius in y'all 7th. Aquarius is the best at getting you out your ego at times. They're the best at doing that shit for everybody. So y'all asses be trying to dodge them niggas like Neo at times. All right, but you can't help it. Aquarius in your 7th. So when you get into the sun entering the 3rd, you have to be mindful of all different thought perspectives thrown at you around this time and how they influence your decision to do things. I spoke about this whole Leo Libra connection not too long ago. All right, y'all can get real dependent on each other at times. Y'all can get very dependent on each other at times. Because when Leo feel like there's nobody there to light up their vision, oh, of course, relatable Libra is the sextile is there, and then when nobody's there to help bring a spark, more vision and light to the thought of the Libra, oh, of course, Leo's there. So these motherfuckers turn into the enabling game. All right, it could be a lot of creativity, a lot of harmony. I was about to say harmonious, but a lot of harmony between these two. But it could turn into that too. So Leos, you got to be careful of jumping. This is a sextile, so this is a harmonious energy hitting your Libra season. You got to be careful of not jumping into too much of a relatable space when you might be jumping into getting out of a space that something you were trying to build has to take a new direction, or something that you just gave birth to that you're building that needs to be stabilized. You got to be careful. You have the capacity to relate to this, that, and the third. As soon as your ass get a new job opportunity, you come back to the block, niggas like, yo, bro, listen, I know your ass trying to be clean now and shit. Nigga think he better than niggas. You working and shit. We got a new lick. Now your scammer homies trying to pull you back in. Sun and Libra in the 3rd house. God challenging you right now. Is you gonna follow that North Node in Aries? Right? Is you gonna follow that North Node in Aries in your 9th and allow your individuality to expand your horizon, or you gonna go back to your old ways? You gotta be able to see the challenge before it comes. Because Libras always need somebody to do something with their ass. They can't do some shit on their own. So who they gonna pull on? You. Because it's harmonious to pull on you around this time. Don't your ruler's in detriment. So you may not be able to have that much clarity dealing with relationship activity right now, Leo. Like that's just what it is, right? It's not because you're ruler, it's because where the sign is us. The sun don't fuck with us like that. The sun going, y'all see how dark it is getting outside type early. Leos, they be like, what the fuck? They start hating that shit. Leo placements don't be liking that shit during this time of the year. Like, man, fuck. It's not that I don't like the dark. That shit just throw a nigga off. It's time to party right now, but it look like it's time to go to sleep. It's only 6, bitch. The fuck? Where the sun at? All right. So just like we talked about the transits of the moon, with Cancer, that's their ruler. Your transits, your sun is in detriment right now. So we're not about to just leave that out the shit right now. So your actions and relationships could be a little lost in ego and shit right now. That ain't the way. You be trying to use your expressive dynamic energies, your power to know how to throw lights and visions in front of niggas' faces. You could use some of that shit while the sun is in Libra, being influenced to do that. The sun in Libra to get other people to participate in shit for your gain. That's bad karma right there. When you're doing it in a negative intention, in a using way. Gotta be careful with that shit right now, Leo. It's a harmonious energy. So you observing right now, the sun getting into the third house, you observing how your state of reality is affected through your surroundings is very important because it'll bring solutions and it'll help you have spaces where harmonious relationships and people can participate and add on to something you're building, you're familiar with, you can connect to on a familiar level. All right. So we got that going on. Now, who we got? Oh, Virgo. All right. Now Virgo. Sun. Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on, gang. One second, y'all.